Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Just putting a tweet out saying I'm live. It's been an interesting day, fantasy-wise. Plenty of big scores. Wait, what's this? Laird out, Warney tweeted. I don't think Laird is out though, is he? Yeah, no, Anthony. That was just a report from Channel, not one of the guys at Channel 9, Josh Muddy, but. Tim Silvers was on ABC Radio today, and he's the CEO of Adelaide, and he said that they expect Roy Laird to play. So Laird's not ruled out. So you got me worried there for a second, Anthony. Don't do that to me, mate. But yeah, so interesting day. Plenty of big scores and plenty of action today. So we'll get into all that as well while the games on tonight, which will be interesting. So we're currently as well on 953 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It would be amazing if we can hit the 1,000 subscribe mark tonight. That would just be the topping of what's been a pretty good weekend so far. I've been trying to get to this 1K milestone for a while. So if you haven't subscribed, bottom right-hand corner, make sure you subscribe. Also, if you got family, friends, anyone, share it around. Let's get 43 people. It can't be that hard, can it? There's 47 people, so it can't be that hard, can it? There's 47 people around Australia that can, or around the world that can click subscribe. So, yeah, if you got friends, anyone like that, share it around. Let's get subscribed. And hopefully we can hit the 1,000 subscribe tonight. That would be amazing. Cute Best Day says, who are you reading for, Kangas or Demons? I tip Melbourne, but my best mate is a North Melbourne fan. So if North Melbourne were to cause an upset tonight, I'd actually, I wouldn't mind it, to be honest, because if they do win, it could mean Sheasel and Zeeb will both go big. So interesting game here. I've got Sheasel, Zeeb, and Chandler in this game. And in the other game, I've got three rookies, Chincotta, Hollands, and Jinby. So hopefully they can all put up 60s in that game. Would be nice. Obviously, more is better, but hopefully they all crack 50, 60. And then in this game, hopefully Sheasel can get back to his good scoring best. Hopefully Zeeb can put up a solid score. And then hopefully Chandler can also put up a good score. This will be a big night for my team personally. If Chandler, Jinby, Chincotta, and Hollands can all do pretty well, that could set me up for a good weekend. If they do poor and then maybe some guys I don't have maybe go well today and then tomorrow, that might mean that I come back to the pack because I've had a good start. Obviously, having Marshall VC last night, which a lot of the people in the chat did have him last night as VC. So fingers crossed that these players can go and do solid tonight. Continue the cash gen and then also get me some points on field because I have got a lot of money in the bank. I'm probably running with a rookie or two extra than most teams, just with a few bullets and stuff I've copped last couple of weeks. Haven't been able to upgrade my team really. So yeah, hopefully we can get some good scores tonight. 958. Perfect. Thank you very much to the 5 people that have subscribed already since we've been live. Unfortunately, I can't shout you guys out because it hasn't come up with any notifications saying who subscribed, but really appreciate the 5 people that have subscribed yet. We are 42 away now. 42. Can we hit it tonight? That'd be amazing if we can. Yeah, it'd go pretty nuts if we did. I've been working for that for a long time. But yeah, appreciate the support. Let's get through some of the chat that we've got here. We've got 2 minutes before the bounce. So Say says, after being ranked 7K at the end of last night, I'm now ranked 17K. Still have Marshall VC score to come in and 12 to play. Sheldrick on field cost me. Yeah, unfortunately, Sheldrick was really poor. I didn't expect him to do that poor. Gus Brayshaw's 150 game tonight. So you'll obviously go back up with that score added, and then you've probably got players to come that people have already had play. So I'm sure you'll rise back up in the rankings. Anthony Beresford says, take Wilmot 65 or move Sheasel forward and risk Pedler. I would lock in Wilmot 65. Even if Pedler plays well, he's not going to go much more than a 90 anyway. So at worst, you're risking 15, 20 points. But if Pedler has a poor game and gets a 30, you're gaining points. So I would be taking that, Anthony. I'd be taking Wilmot 65, definitely. Shannon Barron, 8 players played and only Warp and Sarong under 100. It's good round so far, mate. I think I've only had Rosie I had Rosie, Whitfield, and Bont are my three that have been under 100. But tonight could be, I'm probably going to have very likely at least 4 players under 100 because I'm likely going to have Chandler, Jinby, Chincotta, and Hollands probably all go under 100. So, but we'll have to see. We'll see what happens. What do we got here? Says, how many points are you on? How many players do you have to play? So I've actually checked what my actual score is. I'm currently on 1099 and I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on 1099 with 10 playing, and that's not including Marshall's VC to be added. So I'm on track for a pretty good week. I think there are a lot of people on track for a good week. So yeah, hopefully these rookies tonight can do the business and I can put up a solid score. The good thing is tonight I will get Marshall's VC added because obviously Chesser and Jinby both play, so that'll be locked out, which is good. And yeah, so about to get the game underway now. So yeah, I'm really focused on hopefully beating Jet in the Content Creators Cup, going head to head in that. He had English captain, so me having Marshall VC and him not did help me. But he did have Houston go big, so that sort of maybe brings it back a bit. I think I've got one extra rookie, so it's probably going to be pretty close. I've got to rely on some of my 50-50 players to go well. Oliver's started well. Oh, a big hit there. Oh, damn, actually, I didn't check my super coach about how Bont scored because I ended up having Oliver captain. I'll double check that, make sure that Bont didn't go obviously humongous. Otherwise, that'd be a bit annoying that I couldn't take that score. But Chandler, he's kicked the first goal. Beautiful, Cade. Well done, mate. Good. So that's a good. He's got a knack of doing that, of kicking goals from the boundary. Great start for Cade Chandler. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted to start tonight off. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll swap. Actually, I've got to do that. So, because I'm not taking Shames Mitchell's 41, I'll put Hollands on field in Super Coach. I can't really have an emergency in my midfield, though. So if Laird's out, and that's going to be a bit. Will I be able to do anything? I'm just looking here. If Laird was to be out in Super Coach, I can't actually. I don't want to take a 41. No, I'll risk it. 41 points isn't enough to. I'll risk it. 41 points is nothing. So if I lose 41 points in Super Coach, then that's not a big deal. I would anticipate Laird's going to play based on what Tim Silvers and that said. He's the club CEO, so he's not going to come out and say Laird's they expect him to play if they're not expecting him to play. So that's fine there. Of course, I don't loot Wilmot and he does well. That's obviously typical. I will put Alan Davey in case he's a sub. You never know, might be sub and get me some points. Oliver's been big early. That's, I think, 3 or 4 disposals he's had. Chandler. Yes. This is a big start for Cade. He's already kicked a goal. He's already taken now +6. That's 15 points in the first minute and 10 seconds. I don't know if I've seen Sheasel or Zeeble yet. Zeeble's short there. Is that going to be 15? Yes. Perfect. Good start. The Zeeble, is that whole? Yeah. So I'm intrigued to see. I haven't seen exactly where Sheasel's lining up. I haven't seen him yet. I don't know if he's on the bench to start the game, but it'd be interesting to see where he's lining up because obviously Hall's starting on the field and he's down back. Zeeble's down back. Let's have a look. No, Sheasel's on the field. So I think there's that Sheasel there on the 50. Or is that? Yeah, that's Sheasel there. So it looks like they're all playing defense. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works tonight. If Sheasel's going to be the guy. Chandler again, but you got tackled there. Lucky not to be pinged Chandler for holding the ball there. I'll take it. But yeah, Chandler's been busy early, which is good. I'll get to the chat in a sec, guys. There's a few bits in the chat there. So I'll get to that. I'm just making sure Supercoach and all my fantasy sides are all set, ready to go. Should have done it before I hopped on the stream, but that's okay. Goldie couldn't quite hit Sheasel there. So, no, Sheasel did get a kick. Okay, I must have missed it, but that's okay. And then he's good in Supercoach as well. Dream Team. So I've had a huge week in RDT. Could put me right back up. I came 64th overall for the week in RDT last week. So I had a big week there. Pity it didn't translate to fantasy, but be interesting to see how Van Ruin goes. Had a good last quarter last week. So let's get into some of this chat anyway. So actually what I'll do the usual. I'll make the screen big so you guys can see the scores as updates. But good start for Oliver and Chandler there. So they've got involved quite heavily early. Is that Chandler again? Chandler again. He's on 21 points already. If he goes big, that's going to really help me because a lot of people have got a couple of rookies on field. I've probably got one or two extra. But if I can have one or two rookies go really big tonight, that'll put me right back in the hunt. Fritsch kicks the goal. That's Melbourne's second. Did you miss it? No, their second goal. But yeah, very, very big start for Cade Chandler, top scorer of the game. Hopefully he keeps going. That's what we want to see. Let's get in some more of this chat that I may have missed. Shannon Barron says, a bummer that Seamus Mitchell got subbed off. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I really couldn't believe he got subbed out. Like obviously he's playing really well. I think he's on 44 points midway through the third quarter, on track for probably a 60 or 70, and he gets subbed out. I don't understand why he got subbed out, but yeah, what can you do? Anthony Lemberiadis. I hope I've said that correctly. Alex Lemberiadis. I hope I've said that correctly, Alex. You think Oliver will get tagged? I don't think so. I don't exactly know who from North Melbourne could tag Oliver. If Greenwood was playing tonight, then potentially I would have said maybe do they send a Greenwood to him. But at the moment, in the CBA, they've just got Zerha lining up on Oliver. So he's not doing a defensive job. It's just matched up on the CBAs while dogs bark in the background. Hang on. Yeah, apologies for that. Dogs in the background. Yeah, I don't think Oliver will get tagged. Alex. Cute Best Day says, I'm North Melbourne, go Kangas. Oh, yeah, good stuff. I've got a soft spot for North. Obviously, as I said, best mate and his family go for North Melbourne. So got a soft spot for North Melbourne. So there he goes, Cozzy Pickett through the middle. He had Chandler short and he went longer. So Fritsch is there. So obviously good move for Melbourne there. But who's that alone? Someone's there alone. That could have gone to Chandler then. Mike Purdy, Fergus bloody Green on field. What did Fergus Green score? I know a few people are complaining about Fergus Green and his scoring. I'll have a look at what he scored. There we go. That looks better. 318 points from my captain, which is good. So finally getting those points added. So good. All is good in there. So I'm actually bounced back up with that VC score added. I've bounced inside the top 10, come down up to 8,861. And I don't think I've had that many play compared. I think I'm probably on track for probably about the same as most people, if not maybe a tiny bit behind. So I could make a big jump depending on how these rookies go tonight anyway. So I'll be interested. Actually, no, that's what I was checking. Fergus Green. What did Fergus Green score? Oh, wow, 18. Jeez. I didn't realize he went that low. Wow. Yeah, not great. Yeah, I know a few people had him on field. It's just, yeah, his role can be very up and down. But today you would have thought he's been sold back-to-back 70s, but that was part of the reason I traded him for Chandler, after round one. Obviously, I missed a bit of cash gen with Fergus Green, but yeah, it sucks. He'll stay in the side, though, so that's obviously the good thing. You don't need to really worry about his job security. I think he'll stay in the side, so at least you'll have a green dot if you either keep him through the buys, or if you don't, then you can always trade him. He's got some cash on his head. Then we got Shannon Barron says, I kept Grundy this week, hoping he does well against the Kangas. I traded Wilmot to Mitchell and McKenzie to Walsh. If I can't get to English next week, should I consider Gawn? Yeah, Gawn's a good target if you can't get English. So, yeah, I would. Yeah, Gawn's probably be him, and Sean Darcy are probably the two targets. Sean Darcy's got a good sort of 2 or 3 games coming up. So he could be a guy that you look closely at. Sheasel, here he is. Good. Getting a kick there. We want Sheasel to go big. So, yeah. But, yeah, so what? So Wilmot too. Mitchell, obviously, Wilmot scored well this week. So he may actually make a little bit more cash. And then to Walsh. Yeah, I like Walsh as an option. So I'd be happy with Walsh. But, yeah, I think Grundy will still do okay against the Kangaroos. Obviously, it showed last week that his scoring will suffer with Gawn in the side, but he's currently rucking at the moment against Goldie. So, and then just got a kick, a kick there. So, hopefully, he can put up a solid score for you, Sharon. And Shannon. I still got Shannon Barron mixed up. Here's Chandler again. So Chandler's going to get a kick there. So he's up to 24 points already. He should have taken probably the mark to get a +6, but this game I was quite keen for because I thought the MCG, this is a game that will suit him. He likes to get right up the ground, and especially the ground like the MCG, he does that. So I'm hoping tonight he can continue where he's left off from and he can put up a good score. Oliver again. So Oliver started big as well. He'll be on 26 points already, 6 minutes gone into the game. So yeah, obviously seeing him on 26 and Chandler, like Chandler's great to start, but obviously you're a lot more excited about Oliver because you just know Oliver will continue. Whereas will Chandler continue this for the full 4 quarters? That's the question. Hopefully he can put up a good score. That'd be nice. He's top scorer of the game, so hopefully he keeps going. Cosy Pickett. He did have options inside. He's gone for goal. He's kicked the goal. So there you go. So he got the goal. Says if Laird is out, I have to take Fergus Green 18. Oh, yuck. Hopefully you don't. It sounds like he will play. So, well, at least what Tim Silver said. We have to see. I'll be going the game. So hopefully I see him there. I will be pretty distraught if he's not playing and I have him and Took out in the same week. Yeah, there you go. So score just went up 159. Yep, it looked good getting that little boost. So Australia clips Harry Sheasel, bro. Yeah, I hope he goes well tonight. He's had a couple of touches, which is good. So hopefully he can kick on and have a good score for us tonight. Says with Marshall's 159 added just then, I'm only on 14K now. How? Oh, maybe people in front of you had more people play. So I don't look at rankings too much this early in the round because there are people that have had more and then less. So I'll look at it more at the end of the round. That's when you get a real sort of indication how it's going. So just have a look. He's in the midfield. So Oliver looks like he's on the bench. Brayshaw CBA, which is good. So I'm keeping an eye on Brayshaw. He's an option that I will consider depending on how well he goes tonight. If he puts up a good score tonight, he would be an underpriced guy that I would be considering. So I've got 400K, so I may be able to go 2 rookies to 2 underpriced guys this week, depending on what happens. Australia clips. I've had 13 play, 10 tons so far. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I think I've had 13 play. I reckon I'm the exact same. So I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've had 10, and I've had okay. So I've had less. I've had 10 with 7 tons. Whitfield, Bontempelli. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've had 6 of 10. Darcy, Rosie, Bontempelli, and Whitfield are my only guys that have gone under 100. So hopefully they can. The rest of my players can keep doing well. So yeah, I'm on track for a decent week, which is good. But yeah, 10 tons out of 13, mate. It's a very, very good start. Says Holland's got a set shot goal if you have him. Perfect. Yeah, I've got him on field, so it's nice for him to kick an early goal. It's always good. So we'll keep track of that throughout the night as well. Hopefully, good old Chincotta and Jinby and guys like that can put up some solid scores. I know a lot of people got them on field. Andrew Griffiths traded Chandler to Anderson 2 weeks ago. Huge mistake. Yeah, but a couple of weeks ago, like you would have traded Chandler because he was looking like his cash gem was starting. He got a 59 last week, which isn't anything to really sort of go like you're not missing out on a heap. And then he's on 24 now, but he could go 2 quarters and only score another 20 points and only be on 44 at 3/4 time, which would be sad if he did, considering how well he started. But that's just the nature of these rookies. They can have big Chandler's 3rd quarter last week against Richmond. I think he had about 35 odd points. So he went from only 20 in 2 quarters and then was all of a sudden on 50. Then he only had like a 9-point last quarter. So just because he started well doesn't mean he's going to continue it, but hopefully he does. Oliver again getting involved. I think Chandler's on the bench at the moment. So, Shannon Barron, what are you watching it on? I'm on KO and about a minute ahead. Yeah, I'm on KO as well. I've got 11, 54, 53, 52, 51. So that's sort of the time that I'm on. So hopefully we're sort of close enough to like level. Someone's gone down here. Is that Combin? I reckon that's Combin. They brought the stretcher out as well. That's sort of come out of nowhere. So it looks like North Melbourne are going to use their sub already. Is it Combin? I can't tell. Well, it's not shit because I thought for a second, hopefully it's not Sheasel. So it's not Sheasel because he's on the bench at the moment. And it's not Zeeble. So it's obviously not the two sort of relevant fantasy players. But obviously it's not great to see an injury regardless. I think it is Combin. He's been playing really well for North, actually. He's been playing better than probably Larky, I think, so far. I think Larky had a good game round 1 or round 2 when he kicked, 7? But since then, I think Combin's actually been their best forward, like big, tall forward. So if it is Combin, that's, Combin, Rodney Hewen says. Yeah, that sucks. Well, what we'll do then while this is going on, we'll have a quick score update and see what's going on. So here you got Oliver's top scoring with 28. Kay Chandler's had a good start as well, 24. Cozzy Pickett's had a good start as well, 19. Gus Brayshaw's on 13 as well. Why is this advert on this screen? I want that off. Of course it does that. So here we go. We're back on. Gordon 11, McVee 11. Oh, this advert's back up again. Go away, thanks. Screen's playing silly bugs at me at the moment. Zeeble 6, Sheasel 6. So they've had quite a start to the game, but hopefully they'll get going in the second half of the quarter. Still half a quarter to go, or over half a quarter to go. Grundy's on 5, Van Ruin 0, Powell 0. So yeah, but it's still plenty of time in the quarter, so I'm not too sort of worried. We'll have a look as well at the Carlton West Coast game. So that's 5 minutes behind, but by the time this injury they fixed it up, it'll be probably about the same in terms of when they'll finish now. So you've got George Hewitt's top scoring that game with 20, Harry Mackay 14, Kerno 13, Ollie Hollands 12 kicking that goal. So that's obviously good for him there. Sam Walsh on 8 there. This advert thing again. So Nick Newman's there on 7, Cripps 6, Jinby's on 2, Chincotta on 4, Doherty on 2, Tim Kelly on 0. So yeah, so not too many big scorers in that game. Obviously, good start for Hollands kicking that goal 10 minutes into the game. So hopefully those guys can continue scoring well. Apologies if I did miss any relevant fantasy players. I thought I went through them all, but I don't. The only thing, so this Dream Stats Live website is great, right? The only thing I don't like is this advert that keeps popping up at the bottom, and then you've actually got to click the button to get rid of the advert. It's really annoying. Go away. Thank you. Let's get it back there. Again, I don't know. I zoomed in and then it zoomed straight back out. So I don't know why this website's playing a bit silly buggers tonight, but there we go. That's better. Thank you very much. Rodney Hewen's apparently graphic injury. Okay, that'd be interesting I don't know what he's done. So is that maybe a leg fracture, compound fracture or something like that maybe? Obviously it's not good. That's why they're not showing on the screen because it's quite graphic, obviously. So that's obviously really disappointing for Combin. Hopefully he's okay and hopefully it's all good. Andrew Grives, I traded Hollands today, had to play Sheldrick. Other than that, not too bad. Yeah. The Sheldrick one does hurt. I thought he was probably the second best rookie behind Chincotta this week. I thought his job security would be good moving forward, but after the way he played, didn't really have much of an impact at all. So he may be out of the team, which again, that's going to suck for those people that brought him in because that's another red dot. And that's why, even though I would have put him as my number 2 rookie this week, it's sometimes why I never normally go 200K rookies. I like to watch them for a week. I'd rather miss them score 100 and then bring them in the week after and get them for their rises instead of bringing them in at basement price and they have a poor one, then they get dropped. So But then again, Matt Johnson was another one I would have said to people to look at. I brought him in last week. He looked good today with a 63, but he'll probably get a week or two from the MRO for dangerous tackle on, who was it? Dane Zorko. So that's going to suck. But the thing that probably is positive for him is that he played well, Matt Johnson. So I'm hoping as an owner, and for those people out there as well, I'm hoping that he played well enough that he keeps his spot in the team. So Andrew Griffith says, no rooks on our benches. Johnson will be out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Johnson will be out, which sucks. But and that's the thing. People's benches are starting to get really thin now. Like I've been a little bit lucky with, even though I've probably got an extra rookie or two on the field, I've been lucky where the only guys I had out this week on my bench was Cowan, who was managed. So the hope is he comes back in next week for maybe a Kemp or something like that. Chesser, who they've set listed as 2 to 3 weeks away, he should come back in at some point. Hopefully around the buys, he'll be back, and then that'll be another green dot. And then who's the other guy I had? Max Heath, who's been a red dot all year. So I'm okay at the moment. And obviously, Alan Davies obviously out as well, but he could come back in at any point. So, but then again, it's like then you keep saying, oh, he'll come back in, but then it's like you're going to have like 4 or 5 on the bench. So a lot of people are in that same boat as well. Says there are players. These are the players I got left: Dawson, Dacos, Ellis. Oh, Ellis, I like a bit of a differential there. I like he's got a good buy, which obviously helps. McGrath, Chincotta, Laird, Setterfield, Hollands, Taranto, Zeeble, Sheasel. So I've got out of those, I think the only ones I don't have there: Dawson, Ellis, not Alice as they keep saying. I don't know why they keep saying Alice on the bloody commentary, but yeah, Dawson, Ellis, Setterfield. They're the only 3 I don't have from yours, Says. I think I've got maybe an extra 1 or 2 from that you maybe don't have, but that's all right. That's all good. Pete's video, see Spargo 5 votes. Spargo playing tonight? I don't even think he's playing. If he's playing, then you never know. But I don't think he is playing. I don't think I've seen him. So, but yeah, if you haven't subscribed, as I said before as well, I'll probably say that a bit tonight. Just we'll try and push our way to 1,000 subscribers. So we're 958. So we are, 42 subscribers away. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. If you've got friends or anything like that, share it around. Get them to subscribe. If we can hit 1,000 tonight, that would obviously be amazing. So. Appreciate everyone's support. Last night's stream was really good as well. Had a lot of people tuning in as well. Well, compared to the other ones as well, the other ones were quiet. Last night was quite a few people tuning in, which was good. So I don't know if Chandler's back on. Doesn't look like he's back on. So hopefully they bring him back on. He's obviously been on the bench the whole time when this has all been going. So Jinby on -1 apparently. That's bit frustrating. He's still heavily owned, so he's not the one I'm sort of more wanting to go big. It's like your Hollands, Chincotta to an extent. So I don't know if everyone's got him on field, and Chandler, because a lot of people got rid of Chandler. So yeah, Chandler and Hollands for me, the 2 big ones I need to go big because a lot of people have got rid of them and have got the other ones. So Oliver again. Oliver's just everywhere. 36 points already halfway through the quarter. He could be on for a big one tonight, which will probably be a bit brutal for those people that haven't got him. I don't have Oliver as well, so having to sit here and I've got him in Supercoach, which I guess is good, but I'd much rather have him in fantasy as well. Obviously, can I get Sheasel back on? Get Sheasel and Chandler back on. That we need these guys to score well. Chief Charlie, should I captain Taranto since English had disappointing go in VC? Yep, yeah, Taranto, great captain option tomorrow. I think he's probably looking at the games tomorrow. You got Adelaide and Collingwood. I wouldn't trust Laird, obviously with the whole thing. He might not even play. Dacos, I think, get tagged, so I wouldn't really want to go him tomorrow. He's not a bad shout, but I would just be a bit wary of that he might get tagged. Richmond, Gold Coast, as obviously Taranto's a great option. Well, here we go. So Hull's taking the kick in, but Zeebel's going to the pocket and going to get the short kick. So we did see this a couple of years ago when Zeeble and Hull both were going big in defence. We saw one would take the kick in and the other guy would go to the pocket and they'd kick it short. So if we can see that, and then Sheasel gets involved in chains up the ground, then that would obviously be quite good. So, but Zeebel's now moved into like the 5th best scorer for North, so that's not too bad considering he's only had the 2 kicks. So here we go. This is when some interchanges are happening. So I think Chandler's coming on. I think Sheasel's coming back on. So a few of the guys coming on. Oliver just came off, but he's obviously been really big to start the quarter. So no, Chandler hasn't come back on. He's waiting to still come out. So bloody hell, Melbourne, come on, get your crap together. Get him on. Grundy on the ball. So be happy there for people that have got Grundy still. But yeah, Chichard, Captain Taranto. What was the other game? Essendon Geelong. There's not really anyone from there I'd captain. So yeah, Taranto's definitely the guy I'd be captaining. Andrew Griffiths, I might even try get 2 rookies next week. Yeah, that's a play. Because people got red dots piling up. If people got Johnson, that's probably going to be that will likely be another red dot coach you're going to have to deal with for a week or two. Hopefully he comes back in because of how well he's played. Grundy again, getting a drop the +6. So he's not even going to get any points there. That's just when your player drops an open +6 essentially, and they don't get any points. Okay, that was deliberately rushed apparently over the line. So, but see, like there's 8.5 minutes ago, so still plenty of time to go. But Chandler being on 24 early was great, but obviously he's being off for a while doesn't help. So, Cosy Pickett, that'll be holding the ball, and Sheasel kicks it, but it won't be advantage, so that won't count as a kick. Chief Charlie, Neil finally pulled through. Yep, had a good game. He's still a target for mine. He's gone 200s out of his last 3, gone over 110 twice. So I want to probably see another week. If he can go another big score next week, he'll be then a guy I may have on my watch list. But I'm just still a bit wary of Brisbane mid scoring. Obviously, had a good game today. All of them scored well, but there have been on more weeks than not where not all of them score, or not many of them score. So Chan's still not on. It's still trapped in Melbourne's forward line, and because he's a forward, they're not going to bring. Oh, Gorn's coming off. Cosy Pickett's coming off. So yeah, so Chan will come back on now, which is good. Finally, Jackery. Hey Bales, what about Laddams? Did you watch the game? How did he score 130? Yeah, he was very impressive, wasn't he? Well, Grundy's actually been lined up for a goal here, so. Yeah, it was impressive. I watched more of the Freo Gold Coast for Brisbane game, but I flicked between the two, and yeah, Laddams was busy. So good matchup against GWS with Flynn. So yeah, we'll have to see how he goes moving forward. But yeah, you're probably not. I don't know if you'd trade him now. If Hickey comes back in next week, then you probably look to move off. But you'd be pretty happy, Jackery, getting a 120 from him anyway after holding him through the year. So there you go, Grundy with a goal. So he'll move up to the sort of top few scorers of the game. So that's good for people that got Grundy still. Jonah Eduardes. I hope I've said that correctly. I'm pretty sure it's not Edwards because you've got an ES. So I'm assuming it's Eduardes. Let me know if that's correct, Jonah. But on 13.29 with Hunt, Chincotta, Sheasel, and Zewin play, I've got Jinby instead of Hunt. So they're the only differences there. Dacos, Dawson, Stewart, Baker, Taranto, Setterfield, Fiorini, and Pedler left to play. Yeah, so you've got plenty of players to come. Jonas, you're on track for a good score. Plenty of people are on track for a good score this week. So unfortunately, this is the week where if you didn't have Marshall VC, you didn't have a couple of guys go big, you may lose out on a fair few rankings because a lot of people had Marshall VC last night. Even though it said only 5%, there are a lot of sort of people that seem to be, maybe not, but it seemed like there was, I think, almost half the top 10,000, like 40 odd percent had Marshall VC. So that's obviously big for all those coaches there. Chief Charlie, Seamus Mitchell did really good considering he was off for like 35 minutes. Yeah, he was subbed off. I don't get why he was subbed off. I thought he actually was playing really well for Kangaroos. Chandler, he missed the +6. That would have put him up to 30 points for the quarter. But he will get the tackle here, though, which is good. So Chandler, that's good. So moves him to 28 points. Good. Still 7 minutes to go. So the bigger he goes this quarter, the better, obviously. So Jackery, North going down tonight down by 150 points. Yeah, it's looking a little bit like could be a bit of a bloodbath tonight. Could be a big loss the way it started anyway, because Melbourne are in good form. So the sort of North Melbourne got Melbourne at a bad time, I think. So I think is Chandler in the place? It's Van Ruin. McDonald gets by. So I thought maybe North would maybe try and chip it around a bit, try and take some sting out of the game because obviously how far they're like down already. Grundy, does he get a handball there? Sheasel? Yep, Sheasel handball. Could get it. No, he might get it. He might get it back. Shields tried the Donago on River Sparrow, I think it was, but almost worked. Grundy's been quite good the last few minutes. So Sheasel, oh, geez, that's a heavy tackle from Grundy. But yeah, Sheasel got the handball, which is good. So Sheasel getting a bit more involved now, which is good. Says, was the bad decision getting Sarong instead of Green at the start of the season? No, definitely not. Sarong's been fantastic. You obviously wanted both, but if you missed out on one and got the other, that's like, most people have only got one. A few people got both, but most people have only got one of the two, and a lot of people didn't start with either. So, Sheasel should have handballed to Sheasel and could have been lining up for goal. Simpkin, I'm watching tonight to see how he goes because Simpkin could be a target as he's getting quite cheap. Andrew Griffiths, I only got Sheasel left tonight. I get the VC scoring day tomorrow. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you'll get those scores, but only Sheasel tonight. So yeah, no Zeeble, no Hollands, no Chincotta, anyone like that for you. So there you go. My last name is said like Edwards. However, it's the English way of spelling in it, and the Edwards without the extra E is actually the Welsh way of spelling. Okay, all right. So it is Edwards. Okay, so there you go. Apologies for that, Jonah. Andrew Griffiths, Sheasel will lose cash. Feel we have to hold though. Yeah, he's definitely not a big issue compared to a lot of other people. And we'll see how he goes tonight. He's got a little bit more involved in the last couple of minutes. So we'll see. Obviously, Aaron Hall coming back in has obviously been a real hindrance for Sheasel. That sort of role's dried up a bit. But yeah, I'm not worrying yet. I've got other issues. There's other rookies I'd rather get rid of first because we're essentially got to be treating Sheasel not like a rookie anymore. The amount of he's gone up, his scoring capability, we got to treat him more as probably a mid-pricer or like an underpriced premium in a way, like your McGrath types that'll go your solid 80s and stuff. And if he puts out some poor scores, then we can look at trading. But yeah, I'm okay at the moment with him. Chandler's around the place. Could get a kick here because he's been involved. So hopefully Chandler could keep going. Petrarca there. I haven't noticed Petrarca a lot. He's been a bit quiet to start the game. Viney. Buddy Scott drops the mark. So says, I'm thinking of maybe upgrading Hall next week. Thoughts? If you've got Hall, you don't know. I wouldn't worry about upgrading him, to be honest. He'll score solid. You look at upgrading him in the buys. So yeah, I wouldn't look at upgrading Hall. Chandler, is he around? He's around. He was around for a handball. If it gets out, no. Rodney Hewins, different game, but Jinby on -1 filled him over Chincotta. Well, hopefully Chincotta's doing well. Sheasel free kick. Yep, I reckon it's on the ball. So I reckon he got a tackle, and that'll be good. So then again, I don't know what they'll put Sheasel on now, but he'll get a bump. Oh, for God's sake. Zeebel's coming off with an injury. Just when I thought the weekend was going well, and then there's probably got to be a guy that gets injured. I really can't afford that. I can't have another injury. Each week I'm getting a forced trade. And I know there are other people out there that are getting forced trades, but I can't have it again, man. He's going down the race as well. Yeah, what's the bet? Zeebel's going to be done. And on a poor score as well. Damien Martin, given the Warpedo has removed a digit in the last 3 weeks, is he now a hold? He probably is now. You're probably not trading him if you've still got him. I got rid of him a couple weeks ago, but you're not trading. You're not trading Warple now if you've still got him. You keep him. He'll make money. Andrew Greer of Simpkin does look good, yeah. And that's that we know LDU. And when LDU comes back, Simpkin won't be tagged. They're going to tag LDU now. So that's why I'm looking at him as an option. Yeah, people saying Zeeble limped off. Yep. Says I meant upgrade the Hall. Oh, I wouldn't upgrade the Hall. No, I don't think Hall's an option. Maybe Zeeble going down now maybe makes Hall an option, but I just couldn't trust his body. I wouldn't worry about it. He's too expensive. If he was in the 600s, then maybe that would be an option. But he's going to be above 800k or just below 800, so he's going to be more expensive than that. I don't think Hall's an option. Chicho, thoughts on the Tassie team coming in? Seems like one team each week will have a bye. Well, yeah, I think Tassie should have had a team for years. I'm still surprised. I was surprised that they gave an extra team to Sydney and to New South Wales and Queensland before they gave a team to Tasmania, because Tasmania they love their footy. Queensland and New South Wales are more known for rugby, for NRL. So I would have always given Tasmania a team to go, but I'm happy with 18 teams and I want Tassie to get a team. The only thing they got to do now, though, is they've got to add probably one more team in and make it 20 teams, and that's it. No more teams, that's it. 20 teams, it's an even number. You keep that 10 games a week. That's what we'll get to probably within the next 10 years. But, yeah, I'm happy Tassie got a team. I've always said Tassie should have had a team. Andrew Groove's unlucky, man. I hope he comes back. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't know if he will. He went down the race. Hopefully he's okay, but yeah, so trying to see if there's an update on any updates on Zeeble, but it doesn't look like it. He's off injured. So that'd be bad for North if they're 2 players down already. Obviously, be sucking for a lot more people with Zeeble because he's obviously fantasy relevant compared to Comben, which I don't think anyone's really got a Comben. Is Chandler's not off again, is he? No, he's not. I thought for a second he might have been off. Well, Carlton are up 30-9 in the other game. Just having a look who's kicked goals. Obviously, we said that Holland's kicked the first goal, which is good. So Jinby's on the bench for 6 minutes. So what's the bet? Jinby's probably going to be on -1. That's going to be a real killer for a lot of people that have got him. Says we have to wait and see if Zeeble's out of the match because the sub's already been used. Yeah, but even if he's out, though, it won't matter. They'll just be 1 down. So it's just that, unfortunately, I can't remember the last weekend of fantasy where everything's gone right. It's always been, there's always something going wrong. And Zeeble, like, it's been a good round up until now. I'm talking about this from my own team. So obviously there's going to be other issues for other teams, but from my own team, everything was going well. Obviously, I would have preferred Whitfield and that to get 100, but I can't complain with the hundreds. Haven't had a score under 84, which was Rosie. And now if Zeeble's out, that's going to put a real dampener on the week. Because, yeah, it's just then he's going to be a forced trade. And then, yeah, so it's almost, if that is the case, it's probably almost a blessing I've got 400k, because then I'm probably going to catch up next week. I'll be able to go Zeeble to a primo, and I'll be able to go a rookie to an underpriced premium, like a Butters, for example. Then I'll be able to get 2 rookie. Actually, no, I won't be able to get 2 rookies off the field. I'll only be able to get 1. So, no, I'll still be a week behind. So I was thinking it's a positive, but I'll only catch up the extra rookie because a lot of people are going to have Zeeble to deal with. But, yeah. Non-territory team incoming. Yeah, well, that's probably the next step. If they can, it's obviously a bit harder, I guess, for population-wise for non-territory, but I guess you could. I think WA's been flagged as maybe a team that they get an extra team at. So we'll have to see. But, yeah, there's got to be one more team. We've got to make 20. So that'll be a pretty hot race for that 20th license. Andrew Grooves, I took Wilmot over Chincotta. Yeah, I would have. I don't know. We'll check what Chincotta's on when the quarter's done. But, yeah, I would have taken Wilmot 65 and locked in the points. Holland's 21. Okay, it's good. Good start for Holland's. Hopefully you can get to a... We've seen this, so you can have quarters where he gets 30 points, so you can have a quarter where he doesn't get much. So Zeeble's on the bench. So it looks like Zeeble could be okay. Fingers crossed. Obviously, it'll be a watch, even if he is out, or even if he does come back on. We'll have to watch for next week to see if he does stay in the side, or if there's some issue maybe that he'll be out. we'll have to see if he comes back on, see how he goes for the rest of the game. But at the moment, him standing up and on the bench looks like a good sign. So, yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed he comes back on because, it'd be good to not have a forced trade. I've had some unlucky ones. I haven't been as unlucky as many. A lot of people have had a lot more bullets than me, but it's just, annoying. You can't upgrade your side when you've got these bullets each week. So, Sheezel with a kick. Sort of ricocheted, but so Chandler's on the 53. So Chandler's obviously been a bit quiet since he got 24 points really quickly. He's only had the tackle since. Chief Charlie, I think Jinby and Phillip are out this week. Yeah. Obviously, we'll see how Jinby goes for the rest of the game. We can see that he can put on points really quickly. He can get 4 or 5 tackles really quickly, get a few touches and get 30 points. But, so Zeebel's back up cheering. So, I think he looks okay. No one's talking to him doctor-wise, standing up. So, he looks like he'll come back on. So, at least that's sort of a bit of a bullet dodged at this stage. Touch wood that he stays back on and he comes back on and does well. So obviously the risk with him being off for the rest of the quarter, he's only had a 12-point quarter and he may put up a poor score, but we'll have to see. But Philippu's definitely one that we can look at trading out. I may hold just because I'll probably have other things I'll do, but could be a guy that I go out. That's one thing I'll be looking at. Oliver again, that's 43 points he's up to. He's having a big quarter. Chandler could be around here. Yeah, Chandler's here. Plays on. Kick it. Good. Well done, son. That's 31 points. That's a good quarter. And he kicks to Van Ruin. If Van Ruin can go back to Chandler, that'd be nice, but probably not. I reckon Oliver again. So he'll be on 45 points at quarter time. Oh, hang on. Ball's around Chandler. Kick it. Oh, he dropped it. That's right. Good start for Chandler. Good start, I think, mostly. Raven Window Cleaning Service said, what's happened to Jinby just when my round was looking good? Yeah, I know. We'll have a look at the score in a sec, but from what people are saying, it's not very good. So hopefully he can improve later on. If he can get to 50, that'd be okay. A lot of people got Jinby still. Chief Charlie, or should I upgrade my bench rookies that aren't playing the rookies? So that'll depend, I think, how many rookies you've got on your bench and how many you're playing. We may have to look at potentially doing maybe 2 rookie switches next week. I won't because I've got 400k. I've got to upgrade. I've got to try and get back up in the ranks and get my less rookies on field. But it may mean taking a haircut and not getting, say, a Neil. Just off the top of my head, probably not going to be Neil, but instead of getting an 850k player, I may have to get a Butters, 700k, and then maybe get a Fiorini just to get maybe a worse rookie on my bench off. So it'll be interesting, Chief Charlie. That'll be a good topic that me and Tim will discuss tomorrow night on the Twitter Spaces. Says, I could go Zeeble to Cogs or Green. Well, it just depends. We'll see how Zeeble goes. If he plays well and plays out the game, then that's fine. You keep him. Zeeble back on the bench. I think he's back. Yeah, so that's good. Hopefully he'll be playing. Chief Charlie, I've got 3 rookies now and Dave on the bench with 400k to play with this round. Yeah, so a lot of people are going to have cash to play with. So I think people that have got cash are probably not going to do the double rookie down. And the thing is there really 2 rookies that you can go down to? I don't think there is. Like if Chincotta plays well, then that's one if you don't have him. But a lot of people got him already. So let's have a look at the scores. So Clayton Oliver top scoring 45. He's obviously great. Cozzy Pickett 37. That's really bad again for a matchup. I've got Jepper and he's got Cozzy Pickett. So again, this could be really costing me. Fritz 36, Hunter 35, Zerha 35, Hole 33, Chandler 31. Good start for Cade Chandler there. Simpkins 30. He's a guy's on my watch list. See how he goes. See Chris Petrarca 29. He sort of got to a pretty solid score out of nowhere. Angus Brayshaw's 27. So he started okay. Good start for him. Gorn 24. So Viney's 25 there. Grundy 22. Van Ruin 19. That's not a bad start for Van Ruin. Sheasel 21. That's good. Zeeb obviously only 12. Got those 2 +6s, but besides that, that's pretty much been it from him. Obviously, if you missed before, Common went off with a pretty graphic injury from what people are saying. I still don't know what the injury is, but apparently went off. Powell only on 4. And then for Melbourne, you got McVee's on 11. Rivers on 14 for those people that have got him. So mostly good there. And we'll have a look at the Carlton and West Coast scores here. So this is sort of a bit nerve-wracking for me as a guy that's got pretty much all the rookies. Duggan 41. Well, okay, so looks like a few good scores here. So you got Duggan 41, Charlie Curnow 39, Newman 38. Got him in draft. That's going to help me. Walsh 37. Good start for if you brought Walsh in this week. Hewitt 34, Sard 33, Cripps 33, Hollands 26. That's a good start for Hollands. Hopefully he can continue on his path there. I don't see Chincotta, which is a little bit annoying, and he's down to 15, so no chink. So 13 for Doherty, Witherden 18, Kelly 15, Chincotta 11. That's not really what we want. And then Jinby -1. Yeah, so a couple of rookies there stinking it up a little bit. Chincotta's not great, only 11, and then Jinby only -1. So if Chincotta doesn't get to a good enough score, I could have got Johannesson this week, so that may cost me some points by getting the rookie. Hopefully he can do well. Holland's doing well is pretty good, but yeah. So let's have a look. I'm just going to have a look at my matchup in my league. So it's almost be Jinby, my bench. Chesser is scoring more points on my field than what Jinby is. I'll take the 0, thanks, of my extra point. What was Chincotta's game time in the first quarter? 87%. So it's a little bit disappointing that he only got to. So he had the 1 kick and the 2 tackles. So it's good that he played so much game time. So hopefully he can. We've seen he can score big points in quarters. So hopefully he can score well from here on. Obviously, good start for Hollands, good start for Chandler in terms of the rookies that maybe some people have still got. So yeah, hopefully some of these rookies can keep doing their thing. And then my matchup, I'm obviously up against Jep. So he's got Cozzy Pickett. He brought Walsh in this week as well, and he's got Petrarca, who are both doing well. And he doesn't have Zeeble. Yeah, I'm on track again to lose another matchup, and that's considering I had Marshall VC and he didn't. So that'd be really disappointing if I end up losing this match. I've got Stuart McGrath and Laird tomorrow. He's only got Chase Jones. So I've got to rely on Walsh and Petrarca and Cozzy Pickett quieting down a little bit for my own team. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not fussed for lose again. I've had shocking luck last couple of weeks. 959 subscribers. Appreciate whoever that was that subscribed. No notifications, so I can't shout you out. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, I've said it a few times, probably going to say it a few more times as well. 15 people watching, hopefully all of them subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, we are 41 away from 1,000. That's the big milestone I've been trying to reach for a long time. So if you haven't subscribed, bottom right-hand corner, even if you don't come back and watch another video again or another watch-along, just subscribe, help out the channel, and yeah, be very much appreciated. So the more we can get, obviously the better. So yeah, 1,000 is what we want to reach. So appreciate the support. What do we got here? Says Hollands finished the quarter with 26 and Chincotta 11. Yeah, so obviously, as I said, yeah, it's not great for Chincotta. Hopefully, he can have a 25, 30-point quarter, get to 30-odd points at halftime, 40 points, and can kick on from there. But not a good start for him and Jinby, which is a bit disappointing. Chief Charlie, I did really good with the gamble on Johannesson, took out Constable and considered Chase Jones, but picked Johannesson. Yeah, I would have picked Johannesson out of the two as well. So yeah, you picked well. He looked good today. Another 90. He came off a couple of times with a few little niggles, but I think he'll be okay. So yeah, he was a good pick for anyone that got him. So Zeebel's back on. So we were obviously worried. She's will get a tackle there as well, which is nice. So she's up to 25 already. So he's going along. He's doing all right. So Andrew Grievous, love these Watchalong legend. Thanks, mate. Appreciate the kind words there. Could play JVR over Sheldrick. Yeah, well, obviously I don't think you can do that this week, but yeah, I'll definitely be playing JVR over Sheldrick moving forward. Hopefully you can get another rookie on field instead, but yeah, I'd be doing that instead. See Oliver, he just continues to do well, doesn't he? So yeah, hopefully some of these rookies can kick on and do better. And obviously, so Cozzy Pickett's playing a lot more up the ground in the midfield, which sucks for me in my matchup because Jeppa's got Cozzy Pickett in his side, and he also brought in Walsh. So Jeppa would have done what? So Sheasel +6. Is Zeeble around the place for a +6 potentially? Is this him here? No, so I don't know where Zeeble is there for the +6s, but yeah. So obviously, so Jet would have gone Took to Walsh, whereas I went Took down to Will Day. Chief Che looks like Jinby's on Cripps. Jinby's playing Cripps. I would have thought maybe then he'd be able to get more involved, but being a bit quiet. So Sheasel again. Sheasel really starting to build now, getting a lot more of the ball. He'll be up sort of the top couple of scorers now for North Melbourne, which is good. Sheasel and Ashcroft, other rooks are a bit of a mess. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ashcroft is almost very similar to Sheasel now. It's like you're probably not classifying him as a rook just because of how well he's playing. So another 115 days. Scored what? 107 points. Ashcroft after quarter time. He's on 8 points at quarter time. So he did really well after quarter time. So I think Jaden Stevenson just gave away 2 50-metre penalties in a row. So Rivers has gone from being essentially near the wing to kicking a goal. So Rodney Hewins looks like Sheaseling again. Yeah, which is good. We wanted to see this. A few people were a bit worried with Hall in the team, but Sheasel getting involved, which is good. Shannon Barron, what a flog. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about Stevenson there. Gave away, what, yeah, back-to-back 50s. So Carlton have taken the ascendancy in that. Nick Newman kicking a goal. So is Newman playing forward? That'd be interesting if he's playing forward. So Chin Cotter started on the bench, so he wouldn't be on any more points. So good. Hollins has had 9 points in the quarter already for the other games, so he'll be up to 35, which is good. So he's on track for a decent score. Jinby's had the 4 points, so he's not in the negatives anymore. Doherty 6, Cripps 10. So hopefully Jinby can get going. Hopefully Chin Cotter comes back on and these guys can start getting these scores up. So obviously a bit sort of not nervous about Chandler because he's still on 31, but you probably want him to get hopefully 10 or so points in the next 4 or 5 minutes to be on over 40 if he's on track for good score. Sheasel again with a mark. So Sheasel's now going to be North Melbourne's top scorer. So Sheasel's up to 40 points already. So there would have been a couple of people out there that would have traded Sheasel this week, which at the moment, the way Sheasel started, looks like it could be maybe a mistake. We'll have to see how Sheasel goes for the rest of the game, but he started well, and he started this second quarter very well. And Mackay potentially could go back to him here as a little +6 if they decide they want to switch it, which I don't think they're doing now. No. And that'll be out in the full, is it? Or is it? No, touch before it went out. Chief Che looks like when Sheasel plays bad, North played bad, vice versa. Yeah. But then again, they're playing bad now, Chief Charlie, and he's scoring well. He's their top scorer. He's this equal second highest scorer for the game. Andrew Griffiths Sheasel has to play defence. If not, just give Ashcroft Rising Star. Yes, that's what I mean. So if Sheasel playing defence, he'll get a lot of the ball, which obviously will put him in discussion for Rising Star. And North Melbourne want him to win it as well. Good. Don't let Cozzy Pickett get it. I didn't even realise in the first quarter I was up against Pickett in my matchup. So, yeah, prefer Cozzy Pickett not to do too well. Here's Oliver again, bursting through. Couldn't quite get a disposal there, I don't think. But Sheasel, handball. Sheasel had the back, so he's starting to really shease it up. He's up to 42 points. He's now the second highest scorer, as I said, behind Oliver. And we've been talking about how well Oliver's been going. He's only 6 points behind Oliver now. That's what I mean. Like I think people probably were overreacting a little bit. Not everyone, because a lot of people were saying you just hold Sheasel, it's fine. But people that were saying Sheasel were worried now. It was probably an overreaction after 1 week. He got tagged. He was banged up from the week before. It's probably not a surprise he had one poor game. He is a rookie at the end of the day, but he's performing probably as good as a premium at this moment. So we saw Laird score a 57 round 1. So so they can be. Everyone is prone to a bad game. Where's Chandler around the Stevenson intercept mark? Sheasel again. Whoo! This is going big. This is impressive. Oh no, smothered. Chandler could get the pick up, though. Yep, we get the handball. Good stuff, Chandler. He's going to get the handball back. Is he going to get a disposal? Yes, he is. He's going to stand up as well. Going to get the handball. So a couple of touches for Chandler there, which is good. So hope he keeps going. Van Ruin here gets a handball. So if you've got Van Ruin on field, he's tracking okay. I think he's on 21. So good for Chandler and good for Sheasel. I think Sheasel got the +6 anyway. It looked like him. It might not have been, but I was almost certain that he got that mark. So Chief Charlie, she's already basically tied his score from last week. Yeah, I know. He's essentially on the same score. So that wasn't Sheasel in the middle. I thought it was, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know who it would have been, though. I don't know who's in a single-digit number that looks like Sheasel, but because it was a right footer. So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe they've just forgot to add. Maybe they haven't added the +6, but Chandler's around the place. Chandler, he got tackled without it. No. There's Sheasel as well. Doesn't quite get a disposal. No, he does. Gets a handball. Good. Good handball by Gus Brayshaw there. That's an intercept mark from Shields. So Zeebel's really haven't even noticed him. Like North Melbourne don't really seem like they want to be chipping it round to try and take some sting out of the game. They really seem like they want to just go it every time, which means that there's less opportunity for Zeebel to get involved. That's Shields. So you go in the middle to I don't know if that's Sheasel there. Zeebel gets the handball from whoever that was. Don't know if that was Sheasel getting the +6, but Zeebel getting a kick, which is good. We need him to lift a bit, obviously, after that early injury worry. Says, I hope I can get to 1,500 by the end of tonight. If I can, I'll get to 2,200 by averages. Yeah, that'd be good if you can hit that mark by the time tonight. So over Pickett getting a kick there. Really don't want Pickett getting much more than what he's doing. So Chandler's on 38. He got 2 handballs, but I don't think he got much else in Chandler's, did he? Unless there's something I've missed. Maybe I missed something. Maybe he got a kick or something, maybe. No. Andrew Grooves, that was free for Chandler, and I'm non-owner. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was a free kick for holding. He should have been lining up for goal, but umpires missed one there, unfortunately. Chief Charlie Ware, Hearn took a hurting mark out of nowhere, got smashed when he marked and was on the floor for a bit. Well, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's all good. So she's on 49, so I'm assuming he did get added that +6 that they may have not added. So it would have been him. So he's on already more than what he scored last week. So apologies that sort of came out of nowhere, that cough. Apologies, anyone that had their headphones in. But yeah, she's doing well, which is good, and also Chandler doing his thing. So, Rodney Hewins, Jinby on 3, Chincotta still on 11, Hollands on 35. So Hollands is doing great, but the Chincotta and Jinby stinking it up. That's sort of, I was sort of tossing up. Do I go Johannesson or do I grab Chincotta, play him on field? I went Chincotta to get the rookie and get the cash gen potentially going moving forward. But if Chincotta goes sub 50, that's going to really cost me a fair few points this week. And a lot of people will cost points as well. So Zeebel taking the kick in here. Play on the other square, Jack. Good. Good. So a couple of kicks for Zeebel. So hopefully he can keep going. Chandler, bounced over his head. Got a tap on. And that'll be a high tackle. Yeah, free kick against Chandler. God's sake. So they give him a free kick against for that one, which it was, but then they don't pay the one before when he should have got a free kick lining up for goal. So Petrarca intercept mark here. Be good if Petrarca doesn't go massive. Would help my matchup. Chandler's free in the pocket. Chandler's going to get it. Yes. So sucked into the umpires. I know it was a free kick anyway, but Chandler lining up for his second goal. So if he kicks this will put him on 47. If he doesn't, he'll be on 41. Sorry, 42. So hopefully he can kick it. Come on, Cade, put it through, mate. Still 12 minutes to go. He'll probably come off for a rest if he does kick this, and then he might be off for 5 minutes or so, then hopefully come back on. Chandler has kicked it. Yes, good stuff, Cade. Well done. He's a good player, isn't he? There's two goals this week, kicked 3 last week. He's just been a good player for Melbourne all year. So, yeah, he's looking really good. So good. That puts him up to the third highest score for the game now, back up to 47 points. Only behind Oliver and Sheasel. And Chandler's not coming off. He's staying on. So good stuff for Chandler there. So it's funny that this game's actually really good for fantasy scoring at the moment. Like Zeal's been a bit quiet, but hopefully he keeps going. But yeah, he's doing well. Jinby playing way better this quarter, Chief Charlie says. Slipped up a couple marks. Well, hopefully Jinby can get going. Hopefully Chincotta can get going. Hopefully they could still get to 60. There's still plenty of time. They can still rescue their scores from here and get 60s. They've both shown they can, Jinby and Chincotta, and they can score at times. So maybe if Carlton are getting ahead of the game, maybe Carlton do some more chipping around the back. Maybe Chincotta gets involved a bit in that and can lift his score. But yeah. Shannon Barron Chandler saved his error there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he obviously got pinged for the high tackle. Imagine if he laid that tackle, they got the goal, he would be on 54. And he'd be the lead he saw off the game. But it's good. At least he's still doing well. This is more than what owners could have hoped for. He's doing really well. There's still over half the quarter to go. So if he can still get himself to, even if he gets to just 50 at half time, that's you want rookies getting 50s. And if he's going to be on 50 at half time, you're now almost wanting to be greedy and you want him to get to a 90, 100 from here. Donald, Simpkin. Good kick to Cunnington there, that one. They've got Hall for a short chip. No, they didn't decide to go down that path there. If Melbourne get the turn, no, Curtis will get the free kick. And they go into 50, over the head of Larky. Tracker. I don't know if that was a handball, but it probably was. Moonboy Sheasel, absolute legend. There you go, Common off to hospital. So hopefully he's okay and hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, Moonboy Sheasel, absolute legend. Yeah, he is. He's good, isn't he? Obviously, one poor game last week, but hopefully he puts up a good score tonight. And sort of people doubting him, if they were. Oh, Chandler nearly took a good contested mark, but he will get the handball here. He gets the handball, good. Brings him to 49. If he gets another, might get a tackle. Good tackle. Well done, Chandler. Good stuff. He's on 53 already. Still half a quarter to go. Well done, Cade. Good stuff, mate. Shannon Barron, woohoo. Yep, that's right. Chandler and Shees are doing good. Hopefully Zeeble can start getting in on some of this action soon. Simpkin playing well as well. He'll be up to, that'll be 41 he's on now. Moonboy, Zeeble off. Is that why Shees are going good? No, I think she's just playing really well. Just Zeeble just isn't getting the ball. He went off with a potential injury early in the game. I think it was a knee, but he's come back on. He looks okay, so he should be fine. But yeah, he just needs to get involved with the scoring. Oh, Petrarca's potentially going to, he's kicked it straight to Griffin Lloyd there. So Zeeble, I think, is Zeeble off? Or is that Zeeble there? No, it's not Zeeble there. Zeeble must be off on the bench at the moment. So, Sheasel, +6 again. He's working well tonight. He's playing well. So, he's going to be on for a good score. So, of course, North Melbourne chipping around it now, and I think Zeeble's on the bench. Yeah, Zeeble on the bench. Yeah, which sucks. So, we'll have a look at the other game as well. Who's scoring in this game? Well, Nick Newman, 86 points with 8 minutes to go. Chera, 61. Cripps, 60. Sard 54, Kerno 51, Akers 50, Kelly 48, Hewitt 46, Duggan 45, Walsh 45, Hollands 39. People got Hollands. Been pretty happy with that score so far. Good mark there by Aidan Core. Kem's playing his role for them. He's on 36. Doherty 33, Hunt 31. She's going to get, that says Hole there. What do we got here? So Chincotta 21. Okay, he got himself to 20. Still 7 minutes to go. Hopefully he can do better and get more points. And then you got Jinby's on 14. So yeah, so Jinby and Chincotta are the two that are really costing coaches at this moment in time. I love it. North Melbourne chipping the ball around their back, trying to find an opening, and Zeebel's on the bench. I want to see if Chincotta and that have been on the bench this quarter. So Hollands hasn't been on the bench. Hollands is incredible with his running capacity. So Chincotta, yeah, that's right. Chincotta started on the bench, so he may play the rest of the quarter out. Yeah, because he's only played 59%. So Chincotta probably play rest of the quarter. Hopefully he can score better, and hopefully he can get himself to. If he can hit 30 at half time, I think we will all say that's a decent enough recovery from only being on at 10. But if he can get to himself to like a 35. So Tucker misses that one there. Moon Boy, Shees is legit then. I think last week was a blip and Shees could be a pre we hold all season. Yeah, I think he is. I think he'll be very similar to a Dacos from last year where I didn't hold him all last year, Dacos, but a lot of people did. And I think he will just be a guy that we just hold for the rest of the year, or at least until the buys. That could be holding the ball for Brayshaw. Yeah. Brayshaw looking better tonight. Got to remember it is against North Melbourne, but they do have a couple of good games. So Brayshaw is an option that's going to be up. There's under 700K now. So I think Chandler's off. I think. Unless he's on the other side here. And they're going to go to Cozzy Pickett. Well done, Goldie. Gets it away from Cozzy Pickett, which I don't need Cozzy Pickett playing well. Nick Larkey. That's a goal. North Melbourne get one. They're second. Rodney Hugh and Seagulls are, they're a bit annoying, aren't they, at times? Rodney Hugh and Jimmy and Chincotta starting to find the ball. Holland's killing it. Yeah, which is great. And you said that a minute ago. Sorry. Hopefully they keep killing it. And hopefully they, Chincotta and Jinby can do well. And it's good that I had a feeling that this was a game, if Hollands was going to do well in, touch wood, he keeps doing what he's doing. But if there was a game that he was going to do well, Hollands, it was going to be at Optus Stadium in the wide open spaces against West Coast where Carlton could actually get a fair few +6s. So it's good to see, but in a sense, it half doesn't surprise me he's doing well because the game does suit him over there. But hopefully he continues it going because we've seen him be on 40, 50 points half time and he still had a quite half and he only gets himself to a 60. So Hollands needs to now push himself to get to an 80 or a 90 and actually put a pretty decent score on. So I think Chandler's on the bench. I don't know if he's still on the bench. Oliver getting a couple of touches there. Who's that? That's Sparrow, I think, that's just been hit up on the lead. Or was it Fritsch? So it looks like no Petrarca. Damn it, I don't really need Petrarca doing well. He's already on 45, just to put him over near 60 points if he kicks this. So Chandler's on the bench. He may come on. He's already been off for 4 minutes. But yeah, with Jet having Petrarca and Walsh, he's obviously got a bigger midfield than me. I've got your Stewart and McGrath in that tomorrow. I really don't need Petrarca going big, but sort of doesn't surprise me he's going to go big against North Melbourne. That'll come back, and that'll be a goal. Yeah, so Petrarca's got it. He's on 57. Or he'll be on 60. Depends if they've already added the kick. So, I love it. Hardly anyone's got Petrarca. Hardly anyone's got Houston. And then my matchup. And Hardy Owen's got Walsh, and then I've come up against all three, and it looks like all three are going to be going 110 plus this week. Story of my life when it comes to league matchups, unfortunately. So it looks like Jep will get his first win in the Content Creators Cup. And that's with me having Marshall VC as well. Obviously, still a long way to go, but it's looking like it's trending towards a Jeppa win, which is going to be really annoying. I hate losing. String Bean PE says Zeeble back on yet, and how's he moving? Yeah, he's back on. He's been okay. He's moving okay. It's just he was off when North Melbourne were doing all their chipping around, so he didn't get involved in any of that, which is disappointing. But hopefully he can get a little bit more of the ball in the last bit of this quarter. Truckers needs the ball again. He's going to get the handball. He's going to get a kick. He's going to get a handball there. I don't think Chandler's back on, which is Petrarca again going to get it. He's going to get a kick. So 62 already for Petrarca. So if you got Petrarca, you'd be happy. Yeah, Chandler's still on the bench, which is annoying. It's like, why are they keeping on the bench for so long? It was already 4 minutes when Petrarca kicked that goal. They should have brought him back on. Says, I need 169 points to reach my goal of 1,500. I have Zeeble, Sheasel, Hollins, and Chincotta playing. Do you think I can reach it? You should. Yeah, you've got 4 players in play at the moment, so you should reach that by the end of tonight. Obviously hoping that all of them do enough. Petrarca again. I was bloody thinking like Petrarca had been really quiet to start the game, and all of a sudden now he's just dominating. Sort of, he's the one dominating now, not Oliver. Oliver's still doing well, but Petrarca's now top scorer for the game. Oh, at least in my matchup, Cosy Pickett's actually had a quiet quarter. Only 3 points, 4 minutes to go. So knowing that, Cosy Pickett will probably kick a goal, get to himself to 55 at halftime. So Oliver, no, kicked it into the leg of Core then. Van Rooyen, Sheasel holding the ball. Sheasel, even though it's against Van Rooyen, which obviously is not, I wish it wasn't against Van Rooyen, but McDonald got caught holding the ball, Neil Bull and goal. So, but yeah, so Sheasel gets the free kick. So Sheasel will be on over 60 points at half time. So he's obviously tracking really well. Chandler tracking really well. Petrarca and Oliver going obviously big. So Chandler should come back on now, but yeah, just annoying at the moment with Chandler. Not Chandler. What's his name doing so well? Newman on 93. Wow. I've got him in draft. That's really helping me out. So Holland's been on the bench for 4 minutes in that game. So we'll check the scores at the end of that. So, but Carlton are up by 34 points. Shannon Barron, oh dear. If you're saying that about my league matchup, yep, then that is the way it always goes with me. But hopefully I could have more wins in the back half of the year in this, the Content Creators Cup. Here you go. Cosy Pickett clearance. So Zeeble, mate, you should have kicked it instead of trying to don't argue. So yeah, so you got Oliver and Petrarca 64 and then Sheasel 63. So if you've got 2 of those guys, you'd be very, very happy. Yeah, Chandler's there on Bailey Scott. So Zeeble should get a kick. Yeah, gets a kick. So I just don't think that puts him up to a good enough score. I think he's still sub 25. I think he's on like 21 or 22. Brayshaw's doing well, so that's him over 50 points. Got to remember as well that this is an easy matchup for Melbourne, but it's good seeing. Well, Oliver Shaw missed him, didn't go for him there. Cosy Picker can handball to Chandler. He doesn't decide, he goes to Fritch instead. And then knocks it out. Howe. And no free kick for Melbourne. So Rodney Hugh and Zeeble's in the middle doing a job on someone, not effectively though. Yeah, I'm not sure what Zeeble's doing. Since he's been back on, hadn't scored very well. So hopefully he can. We've seen he can have huge quarters, so he could still get himself to a solid score, but not looking good at the moment. Oh, went over the hands of Chandler. Chandler can get 7 more points in the last bit here. If he can get like a tackle, maybe a +6 or something like that, get himself to near 60, that would be an awesome first half. Of course, Cozzy Pickett's had a couple of touches in the last minute or so. Chief Charlie Chincotta, free kick and handball. Good. Hopefully Chincotta keeps going. It'd be nice. The fact that Carlton are in front by a bit now, that could be a good thing for Chincotta because he might get involved in the in some +6 games. And of course, when North Melbourne may have chipped round for a minute or so, they get a 50-metre penalty because Grundy didn't give the ball back in time. Thanks, Grundy. We might give it to Sheasel here for the handball. Really? Colin Jones, you've got Sheasel right there for a handball, and he decides to kick it. Darcy Tucker there. Chandler's near the place, but he won't get anything there. And then there we go. That'll be a behind for North. So 75-14, sort of a couple of blowouts looking like here. They're probably not the best in terms of scheduling, scheduling probably 2 games that were likely to be more one-sided. So street route. Great advice not getting Zeeble bales. Yeah, I wouldn't have got Zeeble obviously because of Hall being back, and you probably missed the boat if you didn't have him already. It just sucks that people got him. It's been a good pick, but he's just really spudding it up tonight. Obviously, the injury early sort of didn't help. He was off for 5-10 minutes, but Hollins has hit his average at halftime. Says beautiful. It's exactly what we want. We want him to go big as well. He'd be on over 50 then. If he's hit his average, he's averaging like 55 or 60 or something, isn't he? So that's obviously great if he's hit his average. North are in a bad way, especially with LDU out, poor fellas. Yeah, I know. LDU being out certainly doesn't help. But you sort of want Zeeble to still score well. Sheasel scoring really, really well. Holland's 52. Yeah, Holland's doing really well. We'll check the scores anyway at halftime, but be good to know Hollands is doing good, and hopefully he can kick on and make that an 80 or a 90 score. He's got a couple of 70s, got 70 last week, but hopefully this is a week where he can take it a little bit further. Ronnie Hewins, Carlton, Melbourne, North Eagles would have been great. Oh, yeah, that's right. They would have been a lot better games if you had those two. Zeeble could get a tackle there. Chandler will get a tackle. So I don't know if Zeeble will get a tackle there, but Chandler definitely will get a tackle. Cozzy Pickett took a mark. And what's the bet? This will be a goal. Yep, Cozzy Pickett. Yeah, of course it is. So Cozzy Pickett moves to 59. What a load of crap, man. Every time in my matchup, I just cannot seem to get someone that scores less than me. I always have to get someone that has the good players on that week. So Cozzy Pickett, Petrarca, both on track for 120s. And then I've got Zeeble, and Jet doesn't have Zeeble. And Petrarca got a handball in that chain as well. So, yeah, of course. Street rate. Wouldn't mind Jimmy doing something, poor bloke. Yeah, it's annoying that he's not doing well. Hasn't been the best. It's been a very mixed first half for both these games. Obviously, Chandler doing great is fantastic. Sheasel back, which is good. But especially when I'm up against Cozzy Pickett and Sheasel again with another kick. With Cozzy Pickett and Petrarca in my matchup as unique players, it's not helping. And I don't even think Chandler's a unique in my matchup either. I think I've got Holland's unique, but having Zeeble and then I don't even know what Walsh is on as well, but Walsh is probably doing really well. Petrarca tackle, could be holding the ball. Yeah, of course it tackles. So Petrarca's on 72. Well, there you go. That's the halftime. Moon Boy Buzz, I missed your message and got Sarong over Merritt, even though my heart said Merritt. Oh, well, could have been worse. That's all right. Yeah, Sarong is fine. You couldn't have gone wrong with either, really. Says, I'd be happy if Zeeble can get 50 in the second half. Yeah, hopefully he does. We'll have to see what happens. Moon Boy, can't wait to watch Dacos and Sheasel for the next 10 years. We're in for a treat. Yeah, exactly right. So let's have a look at the scores. Petrarca, top scoring 72. Of course, I'm up against him, my unique matchup. Oliver, 70. He's obviously on track for good score. Sheasel, 68. He's doing well. If anyone had doubts with him. Neil Bullen, 57. Cade Chandler, 57. Obviously very handy there. Pickett, 56. Brayshaw, 55. Hunter, 51. Gawn, 50. Grundy, 44. So pretty much everyone for Melbourne's doing well. Aaron Hall, 48. Cunnington, if anyone's got him, 45. Simpkin, 41. Probably not the score I'd be really wanting from him. Yep, so Zeeble is on 23. So really struggling, not getting involved at all. Viney, 38. McVee, 30. Tom Powell's only on 10, so I hope no one's got him anymore. And Van Ruin's on 18, so at a negative 1 point quarter there. And let's go to the West Coast and Carlton game. No, my luck, Walsh is probably going absolutely ham. So Tim Kelly, top scoring, 59. Jaden Hunt, 48. Jaden Hunt continues to just get it done. Duggan, 48 as well. Nick Newman, 95, where he's gone big. Very, very handy for me for draft. Chera, 70. Kerno, 63. Sard, 61. Hewitt, 61. Cripps, 59. Akers, 58. Walsh, 56. Holland's 52. So I guess at least Walsh is keeping... Holland's keeping up with Walsh, I guess. Doherty, 42 there. Witherden, 41. Kemp's on 41 as well. Chincotta, 36. Okay, that's okay. Chincotta doing well. Starting to get going a bit there, which is good to see. If he can get himself a 70, you'd be pretty happy with that. And I'm not seeing Jimmy. Jimmy, 14. Jimmy may have to go for me next week. He probably was going for me next week anyway. But it just sucks that he's just scoring poorly. So him and Zeeble really costing me tonight because they're like a few people have got rid of Jinby and that will help. So I'm going to have a look at my matchup. I want to have a look at how bad it's going. So Chincotta's only had 5 touches. He's lucky he's got 5 tackles because he hasn't a lot of the ball. At least Holland's 52, which is good. Let's have a look at the matchup against Jets. So I'm down by 165 points. He's got Cozzy Pickett, Petrarca, and Walsh all in play. I've got Hollands and Zeeble. So Zeeble thing, and the fact that I've got the Marshall VC is probably keeping me in it, but I've got Stewart, McGrath, and Laird tomorrow. So at least I don't have any of my rookies to come in terms of unique matchup. And he's got Chase Jones. So I'd probably be relying on Chase Jones to put up a really poor score. And I need Stewart and McGrath to put up pretty good scores. Laird to just do his thing and not be out. So what's that? So I'd have to be down by hopefully no more than 200, which is probably going to be out of reach. I'm probably going to be down by more than 200 by the time this finishes. So unfortunately, that could put me in a bad spot for the matchup, which is, again, just typical of my matchups in fantasy that I always seem to come up against the tough opponents. But I guess we'll have to see what happens. Well, a fair bit of chat going on here. So let's get through some of this chat that I missed. Says, how long should we keep Ashcroft for? I think till past the buys. I think he's another 115. His break even was quite low as well. What was his break even? So his break even was 48, and his break even will probably go back down under 30. He's got plenty more money to make. So yeah, not trading him anytime soon. says, Moon Boy, JVR, ouch. How can he not be scoring this game? Yeah, I know. He's shown, though, he can have a 40-point quarter, so we'll see how he goes in the second half. Hopefully he can get himself to a 50 or 60. Ravel window cleaning service said, Jimmy sucks, but Chera, my 1% unique on 70 at halftime after 130 last week. That's all the good news I have, though, lol. Yeah, it's been tough round for some coaches, but a lot of coaches been a huge round. So it'd be going huge for me if it wasn't for Zebo and Jinby. And then, obviously, Petrarca and guys like that going nuts in my unique matchup. Moonboy, Hunt is my best pick this year. Going to make 300k unreal. Yeah, he's been fantastic, and he's on track for another good score again. Sasha, such a shame about Seamus. Was looking to so good with that run of half back. Yeah, I know. I don't know why he got subbed out. It's really annoying. Moonboy, what happened to Seamus? Yet subbed out in the third quarter. Moonboy Bales, please tell me I'm not the only one with rookie carnage. Roberts last week and Sheldrick this week. Last 3 or 4 trades with rookie downgrades, doing my best to keep afloat. I know that's a lot of people. That's the trouble they've got at the moment. That's probably my only saving grace for having these forced trades. I'm not bringing in rookies that are then red dots. Because if it was, I might have looked at, if I got Chincotta last week, I may have looked at a Sheldrick this week. So I'm sort of almost glad I got Johnson last week, which meant I got Chincotta this week and I haven't got a red dot. I've still got a couple on my bench. I still got a Cowan, still got a couple on the bench there. Ravel window cleaning. So Jimmy's still owned by 65%, so not really as big an issue this week as most have him. Yeah, I know. A lot of people got him, but it would have been obviously a good move if you traded him and then you could have got that jump. And he was gone for me this week as well, that's why it was frustrating that Mackenzie got dropped, because if Mackenzie played, Jinby wouldn't be in my team and I would have got a jump on people. Chief Charlie, who to bring in for Jinby and Philippou with 400k? It's a bit hard, obviously, to tell you now, Charlie, just because it's still got the whole round to go. Price changes, I'm not exactly sure. That'd be a question probably to ask me next week, but I'd probably say Jimmy and Philippou. You could probably go Philippou down, maybe a Weddle. Weddle looked pretty good today, so maybe he's the guy you bring in. I don't know. And then you could maybe go Jinby up to a Butters or Will Day or something like that you don't have. Ravel cleaning, window cleaning services, same issue, Moonboy. I've got to get rid of both somehow. Luckily, only had him as an emergency. Yeah, well, a few poor scores from rookies this week. Sasha, they should put CJ in reserves to gain confidence, and Seamus looks better than him for the Hawks anyway. No, Jas should be in the team. Jas looks still a good player, but they shouldn't have subbed out Seamus Mitchell. I don't understand. Lucas Schimmelfenig says, I had Chandler trade out until LDU went out. Probably got lucky. Yeah, probably did, but I was always a fan of keeping Chandler for the next couple of weeks just because of the good matchups. You can always trade Chandler in a couple of weeks. You can move on other rookies instead. If Chandler's worse issue, you can move him on, but there. So got a few people watching, which is good. So if you're liking the video as well, click thumbs up. Appreciate it. It does help out sort of the algorithms and stuff like that. And also, if you haven't subscribed, we are 41 away from 1,000. So get your family, friends, let them know that Bales is near 1,000. So if you haven't subscribed, bottom right-hand corner, really helps out the channel. And yeah, if we can hit 1,000 tonight, I don't think we're going to now. So hopefully, prove me wrong. Let's get there. But I don't think we're going to hit that tonight. We're still 41 away. We still got a decent amount. We still got 7 or 8 people subscribed tonight, which has been pretty good for a watch along. So hopefully, we got one. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Do I get notification? Nope. So appreciate, shout out to whoever just subscribed there. We just got one. So we're up to 960, 40 to go. 40 to go. And then we're on 1,000. So appreciate the support you guys have showed so far. We've got 19 watching. Hope we can get one more watching to 20. That'd be good. But yeah, appreciate everyone's support. As always, also links in the description below to follow all the socials. Any other turn notifications so you miss when I go live and stuff like that. All the usual stuff. Make sure you've done all that. Beautiful 23 now. Beautiful. If you haven't subscribed, new people, make sure you subscribe. We're up to 40 to go to 1,000. People are probably thinking they're sitting. I've said that a few bit tonight, but because we're so close, I probably will try and get it over the line as quick as possible so we can hit it, and then I won't mention it as much. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, bottom right hand corner, make sure you subscribe and help the channel out. It'd be very much appreciated. I will also plug Tim Guest, obviously the other half of AFL Fantasy Fanatics. So he's got a promo that he's running at the moment. Hang on. So I will read this out because I've got. So Tim Guest, obviously, who I do AFL Fantasy Fanatics podcast with, his company Infinite Wealth, so it's a financial company. So, hang on, Tim messed me, so it went all the way back down the bottom. So here we go. He's got a 5-module online program that's got 6.5 hours of content plus assignments and exercises. So it's based on the fast track to freedom for anyone that wants to. So it leads to paying your mortgage off 3 times faster, save thousands on tax every year, and build your wealth and replace your income. Clients have made as much as 3,000 in the past. Clients have paid as much as 3,000 in the past. But for fantasy coaches, it's completely free. So you're getting a $3,000 program for free just by going to infinitewealth.com.au/AFL Fantasy. So again, that's infinitewealth.com.au/AFL Fantasy. Go and sign up there. Get involved with the online program Tim's got going, and it can help you with your budget and stuff in the future. So it can help you lead to get more money. So get around it. Good stuff from Tim offering that there as well. So he's obviously a legend, and yeah, fantastic. So, Moon by a held LDU. Call me crazy, but not getting rookies off the field at this rate. Plus, Day Green and Sarong ins cover it. Yeah, that's right. So, if you had other issues and you want to get rookies off the field, I didn't mind holding LDU, but obviously trading him is obviously not a bad call. He hasn't looked right last couple of weeks, but. Sasha should hit at least 2,100 this week with Zeeble and Jinby. Yeah, well, it's going to be a big round for a lot of coaches, depending on how we go tomorrow. But yeah, it should be a big round for a lot of coaches. Lucas Schimmelfenig has said, I only had Philippou as cover. Moonboy, so got rid of him. So yeah, good you got rid of LD and didn't have to get a 31. Isaac Melbourne Demons Sport, a great start, Melbourne. Yeah, I know Melbourne looked really good in the first half. Obviously, North Melbourne, you would have probably expected Melbourne to do it, but they've obviously looked probably like you wouldn't have said that, mate, would have been 70 odd points half time. So they've looked really good. So yeah, let's have a look. Is there any? I want to see if there's any updates with scoring wise, any sort of updates during halftime to speak of. So with the Melbourne game, I'm just doing my thing. It's easier. So it doesn't look like any updates in terms of the Melbourne game. Just scrolling down here. Z123. Yeah, you probably won't get that tackle, unfortunately. And then for Carlton, Holland's still 52. Hunt's still 48. Chincotta's still 36. So if Chincotta can just start getting a bit more of the ball, he could actually put up a solid score. And yeah, Jinby's still on 14. So yeah, Jinby's only had 4 disposals, 2 tackles. So yeah, I know he can score quickly when he's tackling and stuff, but yeah, it's obviously not great that he has struggled. But yeah, so no sort of updates with that with scoring at halftime. Says, I'm lucky I traded Jinby 3 weeks ago. Yeah, would have been good if you got rid of Jinby now with his poor score. You're going to get that leg up on majority of people because he's still really highly owned. And I dare say a lot of people would have traded him out until LDU was given, until LDU was out. Then a few people would have probably kept Jinby because of that. So, but yeah, like looking at like even my side at the moment, the only 2 players that are on track for sub 84. So I've only had the only players under 100 is Whitfield 88, Bont 90, Darcy 94, Rosie 84. Chandler, Sheasel, Hollands all on track for over 100 on the rate they're going at the moment. But obviously Zeeble and Chincotta and Jinby are the 3 guys that are on track for sub 70. Well, Chinko's on track for 72 if he goes at the same what he's been doing so far. So hopefully he can do better in the second half. How am I going in my cash league, actually? So both got Jinby's got Grundy. He doesn't have Hollands or Chandler, so it's good that the 2 rookies he doesn't have a Gombini. He had Jin and he had Philippou. So he had Warple for his 100. So it looks okay in that matchup so far, but we'll have to see how that finishes there. So actually, let's have a look. Have we got any other subscribers? I want to see how close we're getting. So no extra ones since the last check. So still 960, 40 away. Only 40 people around the world just need to go and say, yeah, I'll subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. It'd be very much appreciated. Sorry, guys, just sharing the channel on Twitter to get hopefully maybe people see it. There you go. Sasha, I've noticed some tackles not counted towards score in the last week or two. Yeah, there's a few tackles that have been missed, which is annoying. But I know that Seamus Mitchell missed one in the other game, but then they finally added it after 2 quarters after it happened, which was annoying. But Lucas Schimmelfennig, Roy giving Zeeble a rocket soon. Well, hopefully he does. Hopefully, and he responds because we need him to put up a better second half. Sasha, I'll sub my other account as well. 961. Appreciate it, Sasha. Thanks very much. 39 away now. We're getting close. I've been waiting a while for this. Very long time for this one. Obviously, I've only consistently been uploading stuff on YouTube for the last, 2 and a bit years. So it's been from that where I've got majority of it. But yeah, hopefully we can hit it very soon because that'd be pretty big. It's always, everyone always says the first 1,000 subscribers is always the hardest to hit. So once I hit that, hopefully we can push on for bigger and better things. Jason Isaiah, I hope I said that correctly, Jason. Have Holland's emergency for Laird now. I'm hoping Laird's out and rested. I hope he's not because I got Holland's on field and I've got Laird on my field as well. I've got Johnson as my emergency. So 63s. Again, it could be a lot worse. Having a 63 is not the worst thing in the world. So if he's out, I'll get a 63. But I obviously rather him play because if he does play, he's going to get more than 63, you'd imagine. So says, I missed on a lot of key rookies such as Pedler, Chandler, Philippou, Dave. If it wasn't for that, I feel I could be ranked much higher. Yeah, that's a lot of these 50-50 decisions that we could be ranked higher. For example, I had Dacos and English in my side to start the year. And instead I went Powell. I went a rookie in my forward line up to Tom Powell. I went Dacos down to McGrath, and I went English down to Darcy, which in hindsight, you get a rookie off field, it looked better, but you got two of the best scorers. I finally got Dacos in 2 weeks ago, and I've had his 2 highest scores, but obviously I could have started with English and Dacos, not had McGrath, and I could have then had a Noah Long, which I then could have swapped over to Chandler after round 1. I'd be in a better position, but yeah, what are you going to do? Sometimes these 50-50 calls don't work. Jared, g'day, Bales. How you doing, Jared? Hope you're doing well. Hopefully your night's well, and hopefully you got some good scores from tonight. Everything looks to be good so far, except for Jinby and Zeeble. They're the 2 that are probably killing a lot of people at the moment. I guess Chincotter's doing what he needs to, 36. If he gets to a 70, you'd be pretty happy with that. Sasha also went down the McGrath path. Yeah, it hasn't been a fun path, that's for sure. Could have been a lot better if we went someone else. So Holland's starting on the bench in the 3rd quarter. Be interesting to see how Doherty goes in the second half. So what was Doherty on? So of course Walsh 9 points in the 4 points in the quarter, not 9 points. Sorry. So Doherty, what's Doherty on? Doherty 51. Doherty gets to a good score. He'll be a target a few people may look at. Would have been good if he played last week though with the St Kilda matchup. We all need Jinby to start going well because we can't afford him to go 30 because he's going to drop cash. Jimmy got a handball, so good. So hopefully Jinby can keep going. He's on 16 now. Yeah, so it must be like 10 seconds behind the live coverage. Zeeble mark. Yes, good. Come on, Zeeble. Hopefully this is a good sign. Mark straight away. So even if it's... Oh, hang on. Chip back to Zeeble. Oh, no, Zeeble's got a man on him. I thought maybe he was free. Jared, I've got Walsh and Tim Kelly. Well, Tip both doing well, so you'd be happy with that, the first half. Says, I'm projecting these scores. Would you agree? Dawson 105. Yeah, I think he can hit 105 against Collingwood. Tougher matchup, but I think he can hit that. Dacos 115. Based on how he's playing, you think yes, but I just think he'll cop attention. So I'm not sure how well he's going to score tomorrow. That could be in the back for Zeeble. Yep, Zeeble free kick. Good. So it's a good start for Zeeble. That's 10 points already in the first minute of the quarter. So that puts him on, 33? So if he can hopefully have a big quarter here, then that'll obviously be very handy. But yeah, so Dacos, depends if he gets tagged or not. Sheasel another +6 as well. So good start for North Melbourne defenders. If Z will switch, no, sorry, Sheasel switch, but he didn't. Ellis 80. Ellis got Richmond. Ellis could actually have a good game. Ellis could probably go 100 in that game. So maybe Dacos goes 90 and maybe Ellis goes 100. That might be where it sort of evens out with those two. McDonald there. Sheasel potentially is going over for a +6 if they switch it. So McDonald went to switch it and then he went the other way. So no. Don't give Petrarca, man. Like, seriously. Petrarca's already on 78 points. That's going to really cost me. Sheasel, handball. Zeeble, handball. Good. Gives it to Hall, who kicks it. If they do that every time, they all get a touch. I'd be fine with that. McGrath, 80. McGrath's got Geelong. I'm not sure how McGrath will go tomorrow against Geelong. Could be a 70 or a 60. Hopefully he gets an 80. Hopefully he goes bigger because that will be handy. But Setterfield 100 against Geelong could be tougher matchup. So maybe he goes 90. But yeah, he could go 100. He's shown that he can definitely go 100. I think Chandler's near here as well. So Hunter's there. That'll be... Is that in the full? Yeah. Taranto 120. Yeah, Taranto could go 120. I think he could go big. Sasha, I'm watching the West Coast Carlton game. How is Hall, Sheasel, and Zeeble looking today? So Hall's looking solid. He's on 57. He's doing all right. Sheasel's looked the best. Sheasel's the second highest score of the game on 78 now with a handball there. And Zeeble obviously he went off injured in the first quarter, off for like 10, 15 minutes. Obviously been quiet in the first half, but he started pretty well in this quarter. I think he's already had 12 or 14 points or something like that. So, yeah, he's up to 35 now. So that's obviously better. Petrarca, I don't know if that was a throw or a handball, but so Cunnington's there. Chandler's near. No, so Sheasel handball again. Hall's going to kick it here. Oh, if McVee didn't slip there, they would have got that. So that could be holding the ball. McVee free kick. So if you got McVee, you'd be happy with that. Is that Chandler +6? Yes, it is. Chandler, beautiful work. So he's up to 63 now, Chandler. So if he keep going, son. So Zeeble spoil. Petrarca shrugs off, so he gets a kick away. Of course he does. What do we got here? Lucas Schimmelfennig, do you think Keys will go to Dacos? I think so. I think he will. He dominated the Crows last year, and Petrarca, seriously, man? For God's sake. This is ridiculous. Petrarca's on 94 with 16 minutes in the third. I said he'd go 140 this week, and I didn't realise I had him in my matchup. Of course, yeah. But yeah, Keys will go to Dacos, I think. and Petrarca's coming off now, which means he'll come back on with 12 minutes to go. He'll have so much more time to score, so he's going big. Sasha, you'd think this is what? Yeah, I think so that he would go there. Vadio says, where can we watch the game? So just head to what, KO or Fox Sports, or Fox Footy, sorry, on Foxtel. Just one of those two, and you can watch the game there. Or if you're in Melbourne or whatever, this game may be on Channel 7, but I'm not sure. I think it's on Channel 7. I used Arthur Jones' emergency loop and put Chandler on the bench. What did Arthur Jones score? Because he was a guy that I think will stay in the team. And if he scored well, he'd be a downgrade option. He'll be a slow burn, but he will stay in the side, I think. So, Sheasel nearly a tackle. Didn't quite get it, though. So, Arthur Jones. What did Arthur Jones get? 50. 50's probably, I would have played Chandler on Phil with a 50. But yeah, Cosy Pickett. Chandler's there. Gets a handball away. Good. Chandler 64. Danny, good to see Sheasel back. Yeah, it is. Obviously great. A few people were a bit worried, but Chandler, good mark against Sheasel. Wow, Chandler, yes. Come on, son. Keep going. Good to see. So Chandler's on 70 now. Yeah, he's continuing from the first half, and he's still going. Like, he hasn't slowed down, which is great. Sage Chincotta 42. Good. Hopefully Chincotta keeps going. He hopefully can get to 50 and then 60, then 70, then 160. Good to see. Yeah, she's back 100%. Jared 57. I assume you mean Arthur Jones, but I saw that he's got a 50, so it must have been adjusted at the end. So unless my app wasn't adjusted and that he got 57 on the app, that would be something. I don't want to look at the scores. So if you're wondering why I squint my eyes, I didn't want to see the scores for the other game just yet. No, Arthur Jones 50. So perfect. Thank you very much, Andy Roberts, for subscribing. Finally, I actually got a notification. I was starting to think they were broken a bit there. So good that got another subscriber there. Thanks, Andy. 962. We're 38 away. 38. Could we hit that tonight? I think we're just too far away. If we're within 10, I would like to think we might be able to hit it, but I just think we're going to fall short tonight. We may have to wait to another watch along or another video to hit it, or maybe during the week or whatever. Oh, big clash. We've got 3 players there. Jared, yeah, sorry, just check, got kick and tail taken off. Yeah, so which is unfortunate. If you would have taken the 50, because you would have had to make that call before this game. Darcy Tucker. Coleman Jones looks like he's injured. Is that Simpkin or Sheasel? I think it's Simpkin. Rodney Hewins. Would be nice to see JVR in the goal soon. Yeah, hopefully he can get involved. Yeah, I thought someone was going to come off worse for wear. So yeah, May got Callum Coleman Jones right on the side. Yeah, it'll be a bit sore after that one. Yeah, Kay Chandler's now the 4th highest scorer for the game, only behind Petrarca, Sheasel, and Oliver. Is that a good game? Very good game. You'd take a 70 from here, and you'd say you'd take it. But this is where probably as an owner, I want to be greedy, and I'm saying you're on 70 at 14 minutes left in the third. Hopefully you can get 20 points in the last bit, and you can get a 90 or even 100. Petrarca waiting to come on. Petrarca, mate, you can stay there for a little bit longer, thanks. Don't want you coming on and score another 15, 20, 30 points in the remainder of the quarter and getting to a 120. Could have gone 2 to Petrarca this week, to be fair, as well, if I wanted to target the matchup and the 3 matchups in a row, but not going to get it all right. So Larky kicks the goal. He kicked it about 15 seconds ago, but kicked the goal. So back to 72 points. But yeah, obviously it's a big margin at the moment. Yeah, Petrarca back on. Yeah, of course he is. And he'll go nuts for the rest of the quarter. Good. Well, at least in my matchup, actually, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because last time I said that he went big in the following few minutes, so I'm not going to say it. It is obviously a bit frustrating for owners of Zeeble and Sheasel that with Hall came back in because so Hall's on 72, and then you've obviously got Sheasel on 82, and then Zeeble's got a little bit better in this quarter, but he's still only on 35. So it just sucks that it was going well before with both the guys, and we thought both are fine, but now it's like, well, we're going to have to look at trading potentially one or both in the like Sheasel no, but Zeeble could be that guy that we move on. Melbourne being very accurate tonight doesn't help because there's not really any chance for kick-ins or anything like that for Zeeble. They've only had the 3 misses Melbourne so far, 18 shots, so they've obviously been very, very accurate. Now that's Simpkin, I think, got a +6 there. Oh, really? Says Holland's yet to score Chincotta free against. Yeah, and unfortunately, that's why Hollands is frustrating. Obviously, he's a rookie, so I'm speaking just for scorer wise, but he does have times where he has a 50-point half, and then he can go missing for a quarter and a bit. And he might be on 60 points midway through the last quarter. So, and then Chincotta free against. So, yeah, very, very frustrating. They're up by 53 points in that game, so hopefully they can start chipping it round and Hollands and Chincotta can get involved in the +6, and hopefully Jimmy can actually get some points. But it's not looking as good in that game as it is in this game. But there's still an issue with Zeeble in this game as well. Aiden Evans, how much time left in the quarter? So you got 12 minutes in the third quarter. I'm not sure exactly how much time's left in the other game. George P. Roos are still going to win. I'm not sure if they're going to win from here, but you never know. At least Chandler's doing well. That's good, and hopefully he's going well. We just need Zeeble, Jinbi, and Chincotta to really do well, and then hopefully Hollands doesn't just stop scoring. Obviously, Hollands was on the bench to start the quarter as well, so that obviously was a little bit of a factor. I'll have a quick look at the other game, how that's all going. Good. So none of them are on the bench at the moment. So that is a good thing for one. Nick Newman, 112 already. Wow, he's going massive. Doherty, 29 points for the quarter, had 3 tackles. If anyone can let me know what role he's playing, Doherty, if he's playing the midfield or not. Walsh, 22 points for the quarter as well. Jinby's only got 6 points. Chincotta's only got 3 points. Holland's got 0. So that's a really bad scoring quarter so far. Hopefully those guys could actually pick it up. But I was a bit worried with that game having 3 rookies. Hopefully all 3 of them can actually start scoring well. It's still half a quarter, so they could get a few +6s towards the end and they can actually lift their score, but it's not looking too good at the moment. But yeah, hopefully they can get +6 because can't wrap by so much. Hopefully Jimmy and hopefully Chincotta and that can get involved in the chips, and hopefully they can get some +6s. Sasha, Jinby having a sleep, poor guy playing on Crips. And then Sasha says, yes, he's in the mid. So good at Doherty. So Doherty playing midfield. Okay, that's interesting. So that'll be something we have to watch for. Oh, yes, Cunnington. Good. Petrarca holding the ball. Thank you. I needed that -3. Doesn't really matter too much. So he's still on 90, but I thought that was Chandler potentially for a +6 at Sparrow instead. So we're just over half the quarter to go. So it's funny that this quarter is actually behind the Carlton game. The Carlton game was obviously started 5 minutes after. Obviously, the injury to Comben obviously meant that it went that way. Good mark, May. Wow, it's like a slips catch. Chandler potentially. No, it's going to go overtake for a +6, but not a free kick. Chandler tackle on Goldie though. Good. Doherty playing pretty high at the ground, actually, been inside 50 multiple times and had a set shot but passed it off. So, yeah, okay, that's interesting that Doherty's playing pretty much midfield. So, it'll be interesting to see the CBA numbers after the game. So, Chandler should get that tackle added. So, he should be on 74, which is, here we go, that'll be a handball. So, he'll be on 76. Go to Petrarca, though, so that's not the best decision. Zeeble could be +6 here. Zeeble's free for a +6, and they've completely gone the other way. They've kicked to Bailey Scott. No one's got Bailey Scott. We don't want him scoring. We don't need him scoring points. Switch it. Go back to core, and then you've got Zeeble next. Okay, Zeeble should be the next guy here if they go to Zeeble. And it won't hit him on the full, so it's only going to be a kick. At least Zeeble got points. He's on the 38 now. Where they didn't add that tackle for Chandler. I don't think Goldie got a handball there, so I would have given that tackle to Chandler, but Champion Data are a bit stingy sometimes with these tackles. They don't add these tackles when they should, but Rivers, good mark. Chandler short. Oh, they've got. Hang on, Chandler should get the +6 here from Fritsch. Fritsch should go to Chandler next. Yes, good, Chandler. Love it, mate. That'll be a +6. So Chandler moves himself to 78. I think it should be 82, but I don't think they're going to add that tackle. So Chandler doing very, very well. Says, how many points are you on? I'm not sure. I'll have a look probably at the end of the quarter at how many points I'm on, but hopefully, well, I'm doing well. It's just really Zeeble and Jinby are the two that are costing me. I think Z will get a tackle there. So, yeah, they added the tackle. So, 42. If Zeeble can get to 60 points at three-quarter time, and that's what, 18 points, a couple of +6s, maybe another couple of kickouts. If he can get himself to that, that'd be okay. You'd take the 60 as a recovery from where he was on at 23 at halftime. Hopefully he can, keep going. Oliver, Chandler's potentially here. He won't get the tackle there because he got the handball. Petra, please don't tell me that's another goal. Good. So is this a Zeeble kick out or someone else is running there as well as Zeeble? No, Zeeble's starting to kick in. Play out of the square. Good. Good man. So he's on 45 now. So that's touched. Holland's 59, Chincotta 42, Jinby 24. So what Chincotta's got a few extra points. Hollands has got, 6 points or 7 points. So, okay, that's all right. So hopefully they can keep going. But the quarter's sort of going to be near over soon. There's only probably like 4 minutes left in that game. So hopefully they can keep going. Sasha, if they play their chip game, Zeeble can theoretically ton up. He's done it before. Yeah, hopefully they can do a bit of chipping and Zeeble can get involved in that and hopefully put up a big sort of this quarter and then next quarter. Stephen May, that's a good mark as well. Chandler's in the middle of the ground if Gawn takes the mark here. Chandler's short for a free little kick there, but they're not going to go to him. They're going to go out wider to Rivers. Chandler's not free anymore, so he's manned up now. God, I love a Chandler ton tonight. That would sort of make it a little bit better. Powell's been really quiet tonight. I don't even know what he's on, but I was like, was he on like 10 at half time? And I hardly noticed him. Oh, good one on Fritsch. Gives it to Chandler, but he missed it. Oh, big hip and shoulder with Chandler and Darcy Tucker, but Chandler's all right. That was a fair bump. That's the sort of bumps we do want to see. That hard, two guys going hard at the ball and they're both fine. Sheasel would have been good if he chipped it back to Chandler short for play. Oh, no, that's not Chandler. Oh, Chandler looks to be a bit sore actually after that. Oh, Zeeble, take the mark. And he fell over as well. Could have got a kick then as well. Just not falling into his laps. Jinby intercept mark. Good. So that'll put him on 30 points, I'd imagine. So if he can get himself to a 50, I think we'll take that. It's just obviously disappointing. We've had all these good scores up to this point. And then, yeah, so Chandler, yeah, so good bump with Darcy Tucker. Chandler looked okay, maybe a little bit sore after it, but he'll be fine. He's still on the ground there. He's really up high. He's actually near the defensive 50. He's men up on Shees at the moment, actually. Oh, Gordon could have given the handball off to him. Don't go to Petrarca, please. Good. That's the one thing I've been impressed with Chandler. His work rate to get high up the ground, and he's going to get it here as well. He's going to get a kick. He's going to kick it. He's going to hit Van Rooyen as well. So that's going to be sort of good all round for everyone. Good kick from Chandler. So Chandler moves himself to 81. Only 19 points needed in a quarter and 5 minutes to get his ton. That'd be pretty good if he can get there. And this will be good for Van Rooyen as well. This will put him potentially over 30 points if he kicks this. So Van Rooyen, that looks pretty good. It's a goal. Yep, kicked it. So he's on over 30 points now, which is good. Helps. Chincotta plus 6. Good. Good, Sasha, to hear that. It's good. That puts him near 50. So he's doing okay. As long as he can get close to Johannesson and not cost me like more than 20 points, and that I'll be pretty happy with that. Because it would have been Johannesson or Chincotta would have got this week. So Petruski seems been subbed out, injured for them. Holland's on the bench again for them. So he's probably not going to score much more this quarter because there's only 2 minutes to go. See, what did Johannesson get? Johannesson got 86. So if Chincotta can get a 70, I'd be pretty happy with that. I'd be pretty happy with that call of getting Chincotta first, just to make sure I've got him. So good kick by Chandler there to hit Van Rooyen. I don't know if Chandler's come off, though, because this is normally when he does come off. Hopefully he hasn't, but he may have. Yeah, Chandler's just come on the bench. So that will probably be Chandler done for the game. Sheasel's just come to the bench as well. So he may be done for the quarter. So Petrarca's going to get a tackle here. Of course he is. So Petrarca's on 104 already. Really, really costing me my matchup now. Him going bigger. The bigger Petrarca goes, the worse it gets. Especially the fact that I've got Zeeble, he's got Petrarca, and Jeppa's got Petrarca. That's really not doing me any favours. I would have thought North Melbourne would have actually maybe, because they're losing by so much, they may have got to a bit of chipping every now and again just to take some sting out of the game to stop Melbourne's flow. But they really haven't looked to chip it around at all. They've tried to look to go forward. They had that one period of the game where they were chipping it around, but Zeke wasn't on the ground. And Petrarca nearly an intercept mark. Thankfully, dropped it. And Hall plays on. Takes the mark. So yeah, I'd be very shocked if Petrarca doesn't go 130 from here. He only needs 26 points in a quarter and 3 minutes, and he'll get the handball from Oliver there. So that'll be 107. Zeeble, take the mark, man. He should have got a free kick for high as well. He'll get the tackle, though, and that could be holding the ball. If they judge it they judged it that he dragged it in. So Zeeble will get the free kick there, which is good. So that'll put him over 50 points. So he's starting to scrape his way back to a solid enough score. And if he chips it back here, he may actually get another +6 if they go back to him. No, they're going to go right to the other side of the ground. So where's Sheasel? Is Sheasel the next? Is this Sheasel here? I think that's Sheasel that's got the +6 just then. Good handball by Jaden Stevenson. He was on the ground and handballed it up. Will West Coast be 18th after this game? I think so. I'm not sure. So, yeah, obviously, best case scenario, Zeeble can get himself another 7 points in this quarter and be on 60 at 3/4 time. That would be a very good quarter. That would mean he'd have a 37-point quarter if he got to there. But he's had a 30-point quarter, so it's a pretty good quarter. If he gets another 30 points in the last quarter, that's still an 83, which is pretty good from where he was. Chincotta +5. Good to hear, Says. Good to hear that Chincotta's doing his thing in that game. Be good if I heard Jinby and Holland's getting all these points as well, but I don't think that they are. I think Holland's on the bench, and he probably finished. Yeah, he finished the quarter on the bench. So Oliver again. So Oliver's working himself to near 100 at 3/4 time. 2 minutes to go. Hopefully North Melbourne can get the ball back and they could chip it around for a bit. And then maybe get Sheasel to his ton by 3/4 time. So yeah, Sheasel, I think, did get that +6 that I was referring to before. Mackay, go back, switch it. Yes, he is. Is that Zeeble? No, Zeeble's next. Zeeble should get it here. Yeah, Sheasel to Zeeble. That's exactly what we want to see. So Zeeble's on 59. And if they go, hang on, if they actually just, no, they're not going to. They're going to go forward now. Go back. Take the sting out of the game. Nearly 3/4 time. Go back to Zeeble. You don't need to do any more scoring. Powell goes short to Curtis, and he's going forward. So they're going the wrong way from Zeeble. Go back. Switch it. No, they're going to 50. So Petrarca gets a kick. It could be going to Zeeble, though. Did Zeeble give a free kick away? For God's sake, Zeeble, man. Oh, no, Zeeble gets the free kick. Wow, okay. I thought Zeeble gave away the free kick. I was about to get annoyed then. So Zeeble's on 63. God, I would love 2 +6s to finish the quarter for Zeeble if he got himself to 75. Is that Sheasel there? No, I think that was Hull, actually, that got the +6 there. So Sheasel's 91. So now this game here now, so Zeeble's got himself to 63. That's pretty good considering that he what he was doing. So Hunt 70 odd, Chincotta 55, Jimmy 33. Okay, Chincotta's not that. That's not bad. If Chincotta can get involved in that, again, the +6 in the last quarter, hopefully Hollands can as well. They're on track. So Jimmy 33, he had a 20-point quarter. So if he can get himself 17 points in the last quarter, I think that most people just be fine with that. But Chincotta being on 55, that's not bad. Obviously, you did love if he had an extra 10 points. He was on 65, but that's okay. 27 seconds. So Z was probably not likely to score any more points in the quarter. Unless, well, actually, he might get it here. Oh, probably not, actually. So Oliver's kicked it. No, so they're chipping. Is that Sheasel or Simpkin? I reckon that was Sheasel. I reckon Sheasel's got another +6. Yeah, Sheasel +6. So Sheasel's on that. He's got his ton, Sheasel. So pretty much what I said before. I said I'd love if Zeeble could get to his 60 and Sheasel can get his ton. So Sheasel got his 100. Lucas says, fantasy updates on Melbourne versus North while watching West Coast Carlton is a pretty good combo. Oh, happy to help, mate. Says, do you think Sheasel is and will be better than Dacos? Oh, I don't. They're very easy to compare, obviously, but they're also one's in their first year, one's second year. So Dacos is better, but Sheasel's tracking in terms of trajectory is tracking better than Dacos. But will he be better than Dacos? I'm not sure. I don't know. But they're both good players. Sasha, Chincotta in the right area has been missed for the handball a couple of times running past. Yeah, so at least he's playing. It sounds like he's playing well. Oh, Sasha and Lucas and whoever's watching West Coast North, let me know how Chincotta is actually playing. Is he looking good or is he playing well? Because if he's looking good and playing well, then that could be a good thing for his job security. So let's have a look at the score. So Petrarca top scoring 110. Of course he is. She's a 103, obviously doing very well. Oliver 98, Aaron Hall 93. Oh, Aaron Hall's been pretty good. Chan 81, obviously very happy owner of him. Potentially could get his second ton for the year and really make a lot more cash. Simpkins 76 had a good quarter then. What was that? 35-point quarter, I think he had. Gorn 74, Gus Brayshaw 70. So Gus Brayshaw not quite doing enough for me to really want to bring him in this week. Grundy 68, Rivers 64. Cozzy Pickett really quiet that quarter, only 3 points. So luckily, that time, I don't know if anyone was paying attention when I said I'm not going to say anything. I was actually going to say Pickett had been quiet that quarter, and he continues. So touch wood, he continues to be quiet. But if you've got him, I hope he goes well for you. But then that's going to stuff my matchup up. Zeeble 63, obviously very good save. 40-point quarter for Zeeble there. So very, very happy. And that looks to be it from the score. So Van Rooyen 40. So 21-point quarter. So Van Rooyen's on track for a 50. So that's good for Van Rooyen. And let's go to West Coast and Carlton. So it's 3-quarter time in that game. So Nick Newman, 133. Kerno 117, Akers 107, Walsh 94. That's annoying for my matchup as well because Jep's got Walsh and Petrarca. Hewitt 94, Chera 89, Tim Kelly 83, Sard 86, Cripps 85, Doherty 71, Witherden 60, Duggan 63, Hollands 59. That's a poor quarter for Hollands. He was on 52 at half time, only 7 points in that quarter. I said that. He does this. Chincotta 55, obviously we mentioned before. That's obviously very good. Jinby 33. Jai Cully 21. That's really quiet for him. So, yeah. So, Chincotta doing okay. Holland's quiet quarter, but still 59's okay. Still, if he gets 11 points, he still gets 70, and I'd still would have taken that. And it's almost a good thing if he doesn't go so big, I'll just trade him next week anyway, because him and Jinby are probably the two I'm getting rid of. But yeah, if Chincotta can get 75 and get really close to Johannesson, I'll be pretty happy. I'll have extra money in the bank, and I would have got the rookie already, which means I'll be able to potentially look at Fiorini and see how he goes. But yeah, so that quarter was better for pretty much most people. The only thing for me personally was Petrarca going nuts. So I know someone asked me before what I'm on at the moment. I'm currently on 1650. And I've still got Dacos, Stewart, McGrath, Taranto, Laird, and Pedler left. So I've still got 6 left. And I've got Hollands, Chincotta, Sheasel, Zeeble, and Chandler all in play. So could still be up for a really good score. Obviously, it's tracking pretty well at the moment. Obviously, Sheasel, Zeeble, Chandler are doing their thing. Chincotta, Hollands, and Jinby all doing well enough. So probably if Jinby can get his 50, if Chincotta and Hollands could hit 80, that would obviously be amazing. If they could both hit 80 and get 20-point quarters, that would be perfect. And then, so matchup against Jeppa, I'm down by 196 points. So that's looking really tough. Tough for me to catch that up now, unfortunately. Which sucks because he had English captain and I had Marshall as my captain, which gained me a lot of points. But it's because all his players are going big. Like he's got Petrarca, Walsh in play at the moment, and they're the ones that are really costing me. So I'd need Stewart to go big. I'd need McGrath. And Essendon's good matchup, I think. McGrath needs to probably go his 85, 90 tomorrow or even more if he can. And Laird needs to get his ton for me to be a thing. And then Chase Jones needs to have quite. So I could still, because I've got 3 players that are capable of going well, and Chase Jones may have a quiet game. So we'll have to see. So yeah, Holland 64 minutes out of 94. So how much game time is that then? That's only, I want to see what his game time is. So Chincotta's 83% game time. Holland's 70% game time. That's disappointing for the amount that he can run. Maybe they're just using it as like a rest, maybe. I'm not sure, but At least Jinby's already had a tackle in the quarter, so he's on to 37 already. So 13 points, and you'd be happy enough with a 50, considering that he was looking really bad. See, I want to see what was Zeebel's quarter stat, three-quarter stats there. So Zeeble, yeah. So Hall had 45 points, 10 disposals, 4 marks, a tackle. Zeeble had 8 disposals, 2 marks, 2 tackles. So that's pretty much exactly what they were doing when they were chipping it around. I've missed a couple of comments here, so apologies about that, guys. Anthony Beresford, Chincotta looks good. Sometimes they're not giving it to him. Okay, so yeah, it's good that at least it looks like he's playing well. So hopefully he can stay in the team and be a good on-field rookie that we can use and generate a heap of cash, which will help us a lot. Pretty much from what I've seen tonight, as long as he holds his spot, the coaches that don't have him in their side will want to be bringing him in next week because he'll have a low break even. Sasha, in my opinion, he's playing well. A couple of one-on-ones that he won, and he's used the ball well. Couple of beautiful balls to Kerno as well. Well, that's good. Good to hear that he's playing well. I don't think Zeeble took the kick in there. Is Zeeble on the bench? I think Chandler's on the bench as well, which means that Chandler will probably come back on and then he'll go off towards the end of the game, which is annoying. No, Chandler's on the field. And Zeeble's on the field. Okay, so both the guys I thought were on the bench are on the field. Yeah, Chandler's there, and there's Zeeble as well. Sasha, didn't even see Hollands on the field that quarter. Yeah, he was quiet. Obviously, only had 7 points. So hopefully he can get involved in the last quarter. Hopefully, because West Coast are up by so much, Chincotta and Hollands can get involved with some chip marks. So he's on track for 22.50, and considering I fielded Sheldrick, this is massive. Yeah, I think I'd probably be on track for something pretty similar, actually, which is good. So good week, Says. We're both tracking well, which is good. Oh, is that Zeebel's lucky that he got paid a high free kick there because he ducked. But I'll take the points. He'll get the 4 points for the free kick and the it's probably a bit reckless from Shaki, so that's probably why they paid it. So he moves to 67, Zeeble. So could he get 33 points in this last quarter and get to his ton? That would obviously be really, really handy. If Zeeble and Hollands can somehow outscore Walsh and Petrarca in this quarter, that would make it a bit easier for my matchup. But yeah, considering that you fielded Sheldrick Says and you're on track for 20, it's a big score. So congrats so far for you. Melbourne moving it forward. So Shaki goes to Petrarca. Yep. And he goes to Gawn. They need to put Petrarca on the bench and rest him for the rest of the game, I think. That's what they need to do. Yeah, so Lucas and Sash saying big score for Says and good stuff. Yep. Jackery, par score prediction, 2,400. Now, it won't be 2,400, Jackery, I don't think. Par score will probably be this week over 2,200, the way it's tracking. Obviously, tomorrow could bring disaster, as we all know. People could flop tomorrow and it could bring that par back down to 2,100. We've seen that before. But the way it's looking is it does look like, yeah, you're going to need probably 2,150, 2,200 on. It's probably 2,200 or more is probably what you're going to need to be on par this week. Zeeble will take the kick in here. So this will put Zeeble to 70. So play on Zeeble. Good. So like Zeeble all of a sudden's gone from being 23 at halftime. He's now on 50. Sorry. He's now on 70. And he might even get it here. No, McDonald's completely ignored him and gone to Hall instead. Good. Okay, North Melbourne. Now let's get this chipping going. Let's get Zeeble to his ton. Zeeble's potentially free for a chip back if they want to do it. Chandler's manning him up. Chandler, it's not what we want, mate. Griffin Logue there, taking the mark. Sparrow nearly an intercept mark there as well. Simke could run in key goal here. And he's completely missed it. Newman, an option or trap, says Lucas. I think I'm not sure because Doherty could just move back at any moment and then he's not going to be that number 1 or 2 distributor. So I don't think she's a good intercept mark in front of Gawn. Go back to Zeeble. Yes, Zeeble, come on. Good. Zeeble, 76 now. We're building. He's building now. This is great. This is what we wanted to see. Hopefully, Zeeble doesn't just stop. Hopefully, he keeps going and can get himself to a good score. Bowie, potentially Chandler's on for a +6 here. No, he was. If they kick it, they could just kick it to him to the advantage. Yes, Chandler. Yes, good. +6 for Chandler. Good. But he's going to kick Cozzy Pickett in my which I don't really want. Oh, Petrarca, you're kidding me. Petrarca's got it. So if Petrarca kicks his goal, he's going to be on 128. I predicted it. I said he'd get a 140. I should have bloody got him this week. Says it's all thanks to me, VC Marshall. All credit to you, Pastor. Thanks, mate. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember I talked you into going Marshall VC last night. But no, good. No, it's good to see you scoring well. Sasha Kerno, big mark, another goal. Kerno, 8 goals, 3 with 16 minutes left, 10 goal watch. Wow. Okay. That's interesting, Jackery there. That'd be good if he can get 10. It has been a while since we've seen 10 goals from someone. Lucas Schimmelfennig, this is a tough watch as a West Coast supporter. Good. Petrarca kicked. I thought he missed it. Sake. Now go on the bench and start the bench Petrarca. This is annoying, man. Like, hardly. I know Petrarca's a gun, and I love Petrarca, but this is the one week I didn't want him going this big. Mike Purdy, curious. Kerno chance to kick 10 goals. Yeah, so we'll see if he can get it. Hopefully he can. Be good to see him get 10 goals. There's 14 minutes left. They're up by 78 points. Petrarca doesn't need to go back on. He really doesn't. Sasha, Jimmy try and tackle his way to the ball. Couple of nice ones. Good to see. Okay, that's good then if he's getting some tackles. You said Petrarca going to go big this week. Yes, I did, Romani. That's why it's annoying me. And I've got a Jepper. People have heard me probably say Jepper's got Petrarca that much over this stream. They're probably thinking, Bales, we don't give a crap. So, says, I'm heartbroken after Swans today. So these fantasy scores are brightening my night. Well, that's good. Good to see that it's brightening up. Yeah, Sydney, tough loss today. Jackery, Track was under 900k 3 weeks ago. Was a great pickup. Too late now, I think. I don't think it's too late to pick him up now, but he was obviously a great pickup for those that picked him up when he was under 900k. Chandler's tweaked his ankle. So Hibbard's being subbed out. God, that would have been good if they subbed out Petrarca. Sorry for Petrarca owners. You'd be happy with a 128. So it would have been good for me. And looks like Cozzy Pick's getting a free kick. Cozzy Pick is now starting to get involved again. Shouldn't have said anything at 3/4 time. Should have left it. Let's have a look. I'll have a quick look at the score. So 14.5 minutes to go in the other game. At least all 3 of Chincotta, Hollins and Jinby are on the field. Let's have a look at how they're tracking. So Walsh is on 101. So Jinby's had 8 points. So just the 2 tackles in the quarter. Chandler gets a handball. Oh, I thought he might have. Brayshaw in his 150th on the left. No, he's missed it. And Zeebel's on the bench, so he won't get the kick out either. So Jimmy on 8, Cripps 8, Walsh 7, Hunt 6, Doherty 4, Hollins 4. Chincotta hasn't touched it in the quarter. Oh no, he just got a mark, so he's going to get a +6. Or +5 potentially, just after looking at it. So that's okay. So he'll be on over 60. Holland's over 60 as well. So they've hit that 60 mark. Chandler almost could have been ping ponged the ball there. Got the handball away, but he did actually drop it first. Oliver deep to Shaki, punched away by Mackay. Chandler's on 89 now, which is good. So Zeebel's 76. So hopefully Zeebel can get back on, take some +6s, get close to his ton. That would really help my matchup if he can get it back and hopefully outscore Petrarca for the rest of the game. Oh, Tom Power's injured here as well. Tom Power coming off. That doesn't look good. He can't put any weight on his left foot or left ankle. Viney, and that's another goal for the Ds. Hopefully Petrarca doesn't come back on straight away. But Power looks in a bad way. So Power's coming off. Chandler's on 91 now, actually, with that handball. Sasha, they missed a Jinby tackle, I think. Well, hopefully they add it. That'd be good. That means you'd have 3 tackles in the quarter. Lucas Schimmelfennig. Sydney should have won that game. Yeah, they should have. Andrew Griffiths, 1387 with 259 and 7 to go. Hope I can hold rank. Yeah, hopefully you can hold rank, Andrew. Jackery, who is the best mid-price have been so far? Yeah, probably Jaden Hunt, as you suggest there. He's probably the one that's got away from people. Rochelle has been great as well. Rochelle's almost close to those top 6. Zeeble has been good as well. I know he's struggled in the first half tonight, but he's still on track for a 90 the way he's going. So he's probably a good one. Probably those 3 are the 3 ones that go out to me straight away. Oliver, no, couldn't quite take the mark there. Kerno, number 9. That's interesting. So 1 away from number 10. Hopefully he can get it. Lucas Schimmelfennig, Will Day's the best. Yeah, he is. And considering he was actually quiet for the first quarter and a half, he got really going in then that back half of the second quarter and then the third quarter especially. So, yeah, he was really good. Had a quieter last quarter, but Dogs aren't really an easy matchup, I don't think, for midfielders. So, pretty good that he got his ton. So, it was good that I got him as for the value this week. So, Larky lining up for goal. If he was to miss this, then it means maybe that, okay, Jackie, could we see 13? 13? Yeah, it'll be interesting. Can we see potentially him kick that? He's got 9 goals, 3. So can he potentially go on? So Jimmy's on the bench at the moment. So hopefully he'll go on the bench and he'll play out the rest of the game. So Larky's missed that one. Yeah, Petrarca's still on the bench. Hopefully Petrarca's done. So North Melbourne have got a few injuries. Coleman Jones injured. Coleman obviously was subbed out. And then Powell was obviously injured and he might not come back on the way that he looked. Grundy, good mark. Chandler's, oh no, he's in the middle. He won't get anything here, I don't think. Petrarca's waiting to come on though. And he's annoyed that he's not coming on. Petrarca, mate, you don't need to come on. It's fine. You guys are winning by so much. Chandler, no, didn't go to him. Shaq got in the way. Chandler, though, is going to get a kick here. Beautiful. 94. 6 away now for Chandler. Let's have a look at the subscriber count, actually. Let's see if we've got any more since I last said. Oh, 963 now. We're only 37 away now. We're not going to get there tonight, I don't think. I think it's probably done now. Oh, hang on. Chandler, give it to Chandler. And they gave it to Oliver instead. Well, it's not a bad option. Oliver's obviously very good, but it would have been good if they gave it to Chandler. Zeeble is back on, which is good. So hopefully Zeeble can get a few +6s to finish the game here. Jordan, Brayshaw, Lever is Oliver +6. Yep, Oliver will get that there. Chandler is in the pocket. He was leading, but Oliver's decided to go longer, which is fair enough because Langdon just outpaced Hall then. I think Hall was probably wary. He didn't want to do a hamstring. Grundy couldn't quite take the mark. Shacky snapping over his body. Zeeble mark. Beautiful. Took that right off the grass as well. So Zeeble's on 82 now. What a save in the second half. And he's gone short to McDonald. I thought it was Sheasel for a second there. I want him to go more as well because he's got a chance. He's got 10 minutes left. He's already been off this quarter. If he can get his ton from here, that is an incredible save from where he was. He was on 23 points at half time. Lucky, go switch it. Yes, go. Yes. No, he's going to Daniel Howe. No one's got Daniel Howe. We don't care. And he goes short to, don't think that was Sheasel, but it could have been. I'm not sure. So Hall's racking up. He's on 116 now. Zeeble just needs 3 +6s, and he's got his ton. Hopefully he can get there. Good tackle by McVee there. So we've got half the quarter to go. Let's do a bit of a score update across hang on, before we do, is Chandler? No, that's Shaki. So Petrarca's top scoring with 128. She's a 111, Oliver 115, Hull 110, Chandler 94. Hull's on 116 now. Gorn 83, Zeeble 82. Oh, Oliver, that was brilliant. So Harms was a sub. So Harms is on. She's gone to Gorn. Cozzy Pickett. Is Chandler out the back here? Chandler. Take the mark, son. Yes! Chandler's going to get his ton no matter what happens with the goal. He's kicked it anyway. He's got his ton. Chandler, 106. Wow. He's making money the next couple of weeks. Big score for Chandler. Very, very nicely done. Well done, Cozzy Picker. I'll take that. I know you're now up to 80, which is annoying. You've had a 23-point first half of the quarter, which is annoying in my matchup, but I'll take the fact you gave it to Chandler. So Cozzy Picker's up to 80 now as well, but he'll be up to, I think, 83, 86 now. Zeeble 82, which is good. Simpkin 93, he's worked his way there. Brayshaw 80, Pickett 83. Rivers 78, Grundy 78, Tucker 60. McVee 48, Tom Powney 29. Yeah, that's not great, obviously, if you've still got him. Van Ruin 40. So, yeah, all in all, not too bad. But, yeah, Chandler obviously going 100 really does help, especially the fact that, as I said, I've probably got an extra rookie or two than most people. So, having him there, it does help. Well, if he could get another tackle or something, Petrarca, that'll be his 130. I did say he's only 9 points away now from a 140, which I thought he would get. Chen's on the other side of the field, so he won't get it here, but Petrarca will get it. He goes short to Chandler. He lets it bounce. And it's not a free kick against Chandler, which is good. So ball up. But Petrarca 134. Chandler's now injured. Ankle. He should be okay. I think he's had that for a couple of quarters, but he's been able to play out the game. So I think that's okay. So that's that game. So we'll have a look at the other game. So Chandler's coming off now. He's running off okay. So hopefully he'll be fine. But I couldn't ask for anything more than his 100. So Cherokee to go on the other game there as well. How's it going? Let's have a look at the scores. So Hollands is off. So Newman 153, Charlie Kerno 145, Akers 123, Chera 121, Walsh 115, Cripps 105, Hewitt 101, Tim Kelly 100, Doherty 91, Jaden Hunt 90. That's a really high-scoring game. Chincotta 71. That's good. He's got himself to his 70. Hopefully he keeps going. There's still 8 minutes, so hopefully he can keep going. Holland's only 63, so he hasn't even touched the ball in this quarter, which is disappointing. Jimmy's 47. Okay, so they're all tracking like probably what we would have hoped that they could have got to. So Chincotta's got 16 points in the quarter. Jimmy's got 14 points in the quarter. And then, Hollands has only got the one tackle in the quarter. So hopefully they can finish out the game well. So Holland's on the bench at the moment. Chincotta's just come to the bench. So hopefully Chincotta's not on there for too long. So Hollands comes on. Hopefully he can get a bit better in the quarter. So so what? So Chincotta's not far off Johannesson. So me getting Chincotta of Johannesson hasn't cost me much at all, which is good. So Johannesson was 86? Yeah, 86. So hopefully there's no chat that I've missed. There is. I didn't have it. For some reason, I left it on the tab of the score, so I missed all the chat here. So here we go. So Lucas Schimmel-Fenig has said, did you bank cash this week? What are you doing next week? Yeah, I banked cash. I could have got Johannesson and only had 120K in the bank, but I decided to get Chincotta instead, play an extra rookie this week, but I got 425K in the bank. Yeah, and Lucy, you got 400K in the bank as well. It isn't obviously ideal, but just the way it worked for me and worked for some people, I think that was just the way we decided to go this week. Hunt just keeps running. Sasha, yeah, I know. Chincotta 6-4 at the moment. Yep, so that was obviously good that he's now on 71. So hopefully he keeps going. Bowie kicked a goal. Yeah, Hunt is good. Lucas, 100%. Says, what's Holland's on? Say says 67, but that's for Chincotta, I think. Jackery, Hunt has better endurance than Dacos. There's no even to be made there. Petrarca just saw 137. He's 3 points away from what I said he'd score. This has been a valiant effort from Zeeble after being injured early. 100%. Yeah, if he can get to a 90, you'd be... I'm pretty happy with an 80 from where he was anyway, but obviously in my matchup, needing more points with Walsh and Petrarca both going over 115, I need Zeeble to get to his ton. That would be really handy. 115 to 31 this game, 116 to 31 the other game. Yeah, I know it's pretty big. Obviously, it's a bit bigger than that now. Jacko, my first Chandler ton. Yeah, exactly the same for me. I didn't have him for his round one score, so good to get a ton from him. Moonboy, Chandler and Sheasel and Ashcroft can stay as long as they want. Exactly right. So they're doing a really good, going over 100 this round. 0 rookies on field because Ashcroft, Sheasel, Chandler, Primos. Yeah, I know they're scoring like Primos at the moment. So is Chandler back on? Doesn't look like it. Chandler could actually finish the game on the bench. He may not come back on. Petrarca getting a handball, so he's on 139. Grundy, Mark, but it would have been good if it wasn't. Could have gone through for a rush behind. Moonboy, man, West Coast are in a bad way. Yeah, injuries don't help, but yeah, they're not obviously playing too well at the moment, unfortunately. Moonboy Simpson will be filling out job applications. You know what happens to coaches when teams this bad. Yeah, I know, but I think that the injuries are costing them as well. So I don't know what they'll do. Sasha, well, goodbye, Harley Reid to all Hawthorn fans. Yeah, could be going to West Coast. Says, I know you said ranking doesn't matter, but look at my rank of 17K and a 318 from Marshall. I'm thinking Par might be 2250. Yeah, I don't know because there aren't that many people. Like obviously, a lot of people did have Marshall VC, but there are going to be a lot of people as well that don't. Like 50% of the comp don't have Marshall, so it just seems like a lot of people have Marshall because of everyone posting on Twitter. But yeah, I still think 2200 at the moment is probably par at the moment, but we'll have to see. So we've got 20 people watching at the moment. Appreciate everyone tuning in for tonight as well. We'll still go the rest of the game, obviously. But if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. We're nearing 1,000. I don't think we'll get there tonight. We're 964, so we're 36 away. So if you haven't subscribed, if you're watching currently now, make sure you subscribe and help us reach that goal of 1,000. Been trying to get that for a while, as I mentioned, probably a lot of times on this stream so far. But so Chincotta on the bench. Doherty's just come off. So hopefully Chincotta can come back on soon. So there you go. So if the Crows win, Crows can go back inside top 4. Just having a look at the other game in terms of the points for the quarter. So you've got Chera 35, Kemp 33. So Kemp's been getting involved in the +6 game. We want our guys to in Chincotta and Holland to get involved in that. Hall another +6, so he's going to be on over 120 now. Is he going back? He's going back to Zeeble, but he missed Zeeble. So Zeeble's going to get the kick though, so he's going to go move to 85 now. If he can somehow get over for a plus, no, they're going to go the other way. Is that to Sheasel though? No, it's McDonald. Or is that Sheasel there? I don't know if that was Sheasel that just kicked it then. Yeah, it would have been Sheasel that just kicked it, or Curtis Taylor one too. I think it was Sheasel though. I think Chandler's offside, even if Langdon hits someone. Okay, so intercepts. Can Zeeble get plus? No, Hall get it again. Where Hall's gone huge. That's 128. Hall's going to be on now. Ginby 17 points for the quarter in that game. Chincotta 16 points for the quarter. Obviously, he's been on the bench. Hope he comes on. Holland still hasn't touched it for the quarter. Still only the one tackle. So Chincotta is back on. So Chincotta can get himself to an 80. That'd be obviously very, very happy. All for everyone be happy. She's another +6. Just be annoying if Zeeble could get in this +6 action towards the end of the game to get himself to his ton. Sasha, I'm 6,200 at the moment, and my goal for this year is to stay inside the top 10K. Well, at the moment, you're doing better than that, a lot better than that, Sasha. So hopefully you stay inside the top 10K. Jackery, early idea on your trades. No idea, unfortunately, at the moment, Jackery. At this stage, if Fiorini does well, it's probably Hollins to Fiorini and then Jinby to a half decent play, maybe a Butters. Might even be able to get up to someone a bit better. Maybe Simpkin potentially. Perryman's also on my watch list. Boak as well. So a couple of cheaper guys there I might look at. But that's probably the early thinking. Weddle's a downgrade if I want to do a downgrade next week to get another rookie. Ravel window cleaning services. After 2 rounds of 1,800, I'm looking at 2,300 plus this round. Funny game we play. Yeah, no. Looking like a good round for many this week. So hopefully it continues. I'm on track at the moment for a pretty good score as well. Collingwood go top if they win DJ. Yeah, I think they do. So I hope they don't as a Crows fan, but I think that Collingwood will get the job done, I think, unfortunately. Moonboy, who's got the balls to jump on Hall next week? Yeah, it's going to be interesting if anyone does. These scores aren't updating for the North Melbourne game in this game, so I don't know why. But Hall should be on 128. There we go. There's the update. So Zeeble, yeah, 85 there. So 15 points for Zeeble in the last 3 minutes would be really, really handy. Moon, I said that already. Says, will we do a watch long for a game tomorrow? No, we won't know watch long for tomorrow because I'll obviously be at the Crows game. But there will be the live stream for the AFL Fantasy Fanatics Twitter space tomorrow night. So Chandler back on as well, which is a good sign. If anyone was concerned potentially with that ankle tweak that he'd had, he's back on. But yeah, we will be doing a live stream tomorrow for the AFL Fantasy Fanatics Twitter space at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you tune in for that as well, either on Twitter or on YouTube. It'd be good to get you guys, if you guys want to tune into that. What's it here? Fritch. I don't think Zeeble's going to get his ton, unfortunately. I think North Melbourne don't really look like they're going to be chipping it around too much. Jackery, would you jump on Brayshaw or Neil? If you're talking about Andrew Brayshaw, that's obviously got a ton today, which is good to see. He's dropped a fair bit, so it could be an option for you to bring in. I don't think I'd trust Neil, personally. If you're talking about Gus Brayshaw, I'd probably need to see a little bit more from him before I decide to jump on Gus Brayshaw. But Zeeble potentially here for a +6. He should get... he's got the handball. Zeeble, kick a goal. He's kicked it. So he's 88 now. He's kicked it to Shields, so Shields will line up for goal. So Zeeble's probably going to finish on 88. David Martins, I'm somehow doing really well. This ran around 1,000 rank, but only 1 green on the bench this week and $0. Would it be a good idea this week to just swap 2 bench for 2 new rookies? Potentially. Let's see how obviously the rest of the round goes, but that's definitely a play that you could look at doing. Jackery Newman, high score of the year, so obviously he's gone over 160, so he's obviously doing really well. We'll look at the scores in a minute or so. Apparently, Chincotta hasn't been getting involved in the junk in the last quarter, which sucks. That would have been good if he could have got involved and got himself to a 90-odd score. We'll see in a minute anyway what the scores were in that game. Still 3 minutes to go actually in that game. So I was saying he's being robbed of the chip marks, but he could still actually get involved in it. So he could still get a few chips. So I don't think Kerno's got his... So Kemp kicked the goal. So yeah, Kerno still hasn't got his 10th goal yet. Hopefully he can get it. So these scores on here aren't updating for some reason. So actually I'll try and refresh the page here and see if that works. No, because Zeeble's on 88. So I don't know why it's not refreshing properly, but come on, Bell, we'll get it forward and then either Chandler can get some more points or... in Carlton's forward line the whole quarter, can't blame him, Sasha. Yeah. Hopefully he gets his 10th goal. Lucas, he'll kick a goal soon. I hope he does. Hopefully he gets his 10th goal. That'd be good to see. Harm's getting out. Good. He's gone the right way for Chandler, potentially. Chandler could get it here. Oh, no, he's not. No. Grundy handballing back, and they're going to chip it around. Melbourne are going to chip around for the last 40 seconds. A little bit frustrating. I was hoping maybe that they could go forward. Chandler might get a goal or North Melbourne get the chip around. But, yeah, it looks like that's pretty much done. So Melbourne will probably get a few extra points, but that's probably going to be the game here. So both winners have scored over 130 points in Carlton and Melbourne tonight. So Chandler, +6. No, he's dropped it. But he could get a tackle here, though. No, he doesn't. Zaha gets handball away. Zeeble, can he get 90? Sheasel, watch out. He kicked it. Good. So Cunnington will line up for goal, but that will be all she wrote for this game here. Does that get a goal the way? Yeah, Cunnington gets a goal right at the end of the game. So Jackery, 21.50 up for me with Weller, Setterfield, Taranto to come. I'll take it. Wait, you scored 21.50 already, Jackery, with 4 players left. With 3 players left. That's a huge week if you've scored that already. Phil, do you think Zeeble for Nick Newman? Blues defense, age 37, 56K last round, 7 score, 164 points. Yeah, it could be an option potentially. I just don't think I'll go there. So yeah, we'll have to see. But we'll go through the scores. So they have updated here. So there you go. Petrarca got his 140. Got 142, like I bloody predicted. So yeah, is that the full-time scores? So you got Petrarca 142, Aaron Hall 136, Shees at 126. Obviously, great game for the Shees there. He's back. So Oliver 125, Shields 108, Chandler 106. Obviously, very happy with him there. McDonald 104, Simpkin 102, Grundy got his 100. So yeah, scored. Gone this week. Cunnington 97, Brayshaw 95, Zeeble 88. Considering he was on 23 at half time, it's a pretty good save of 65 points in the second half. Gorn 86, Cozzy Pickett 85. Scrolling down here, McVee 51. Van Roon was quiet in that last quarter. I don't think he touched it. Got a 40. Powell 29. Obviously got ruled out as well. So that's it there. So yeah, Petrarca 3 goals, 1, 35 touches. Yeah, I said he'd kick 3 and have like 30. I probably could have put money on that one. So Doherty and Cripps have been stuck on the bench for and Sard obviously got subbed out. It looks like it doesn't look like he was injured. Doherty's been on the bench for 9 minutes. Cripps been on the bench for 5 minutes. Jackery, yeah, but no Dacos, Laird, Dawson, Stewart, etc. So, yeah. But if you got 21.50 already, that's fine. So Chincotta, what? Missed shot at goal? Did he just get a point? Or did he miss it earlier? You know, say, yeah, Jackery, that's still awesome for a massive score. It's going to be interesting when we read out these Carlton scores. I just had a quick look then at some of the big hundreds that are there. There's plenty of players again. Sasha, no, he didn't make distance. Well, at least he got a touch. At least he's getting a few touches late in the game. And hopefully he'll get himself to a good score. We'll check it in a sec. I don't want to check it yet. We'll check it when the game's over. But someone said before as well, yeah, it would have been better if they did Melbourne, Carlton tonight and then North Melbourne, West Coast. Yeah, Carlton 102 points in front. 30 seconds left in that game, so we'll check it in a sec. Yeah, nearly kicked a goal. So, yeah, would have been good if Chincotta could have got a goal, but, yeah, what can you do? Doesn't look like, though, Kerno's going to get it. Yeah, my rucks combined for 450 points. Yeah, I know. It's pretty good for you, Jackery. And that looks like that'll be the siren for the game. It said stopped on 1 second, so we'll see if that's full time or not. Hopefully Chincotta got a couple of +6s. Well called, Bales. Give yourself a pat on the back, mate. For what? I hope that it's got to do with Chincotta. If you're talking about Petrarca, I'm not happy because I didn't want him to go 140. He's at a unique matchup of mine. I'm up against Jepper in the Content Creators Cup, and I didn't want him going big. So still stuck on 1 second. So Corey Dern kicked a goal after the siren. So that'll be end of the game there, it looks like. Or Dern kicked a goal, 1 second remaining. Yeah, so full time. So actually, they must have got enough. Did they get another goal? No, 152. Wow, 112, 108 points that the West Coast lost by. So let's have a look at some of these massive scores. There's really big scores here. So you've got Tim Kelly got 108. Only he would go over 100. Then you had Nick Newman 164, Kerno 145, Chera 137, Akers 123, Walsh 122, Hewitt 122, Cripps 116, Brody Kemp got 104, Doherty 94, Pitney 88, Sard 86, and then obviously got subbed out. Hang on, we got updates. Kemp got 107, Kerno got 151. Walsh got 128 in the end. Damn, I was hoping he didn't get that big. Great. Jinby got 50. That's all right. Tick that off that he got his 50. Chincotta 77. You probably wanted an 80. Would have been obviously amazing. Holland 66. That's I called at halftime with Hollands. He does this, which is annoying. He had 52 in the first half, and he only had 15 points to finish the game. So 14 points the second half. That's really poor when considering they won by so much. You would have thought maybe he got involved, but yeah, 66 is okay, but it's really gonna cost me my matchup considering that I was up against Petrarca, Walsh, and Houston this week. Anyone else of note from this game? No, it doesn't look like it. So it looks like it's pretty much that. Jackery, well streamed. I think he means, mate, committed to the content. Legend, pals. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that, Jackery. Appreciate everyone for it. Looks like, yeah, Power doesn't look very good at all. Yeah, he's being helped by trainers or something. He's in a bad way. So looks like he might be out on the sidelines for a bit. Does that mean Wardlaw comes in potentially? So something to watch out for. So we'll have a quick look at what my team is on. I'm on 1769 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. So yeah, 23. I'm on track for potentially 2,300. And I've got Dacos, Stewart, McGrath, Taranto, Laird, Pedler. So I've pretty much got primos to come. I've only got Pedler's my only rookie. So I should have a good score. It's just annoying that looks like I might be well beaten in the Content Creators Cup. So Jep's on 2026. And he's got Dacos, Jones, Taranto, Pedler. So he's got 4 left. So he's on track for 2,400. And he had, so unique matchup. So he had Houston 117, Walsh 128, Petrarca 142, Butters 82, English 99 as captain, and then Cozzy Pickett 85. I've had Whitfield 88, Holland 66, Darcy 94, and Zeeble 88. I need Chase Jones to really struggle. And I need Stewart, McGrath to probably both go 100 and then Laird to go 100 as well. I need my 3 players to go 100. So I could still get there, but it'll be an interesting watch tomorrow. But I'm on track for a good score, so at least I should be able to rise in the rankings anyway. So all the underscores says on 1791 with a captain on Taranto, Dacos, Stewart, Dawson, Setterfield. So that's you're on track for a good score as well. So a few people looks like they're on track for good scores. Sasha, cheers for the stream. Have watched your content for a couple of weeks and can hopefully catch more streams of future. Road to 1K. Yes, road to 1K. We got 21 watching now. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the way to 1,000. Even if you don't want to watch any more content after today, subscribe. Help us help the channel out. It'd be very much appreciated. I've been trying to reach this for a while. So if we reach it, it'd be fantastic. I'm just seeing if we got any more subscribers. If I need to shout anyone out, if anyone's subscribed. I said Andy Roberts before, but again, I'll say it again. Thanks, Andy, for subscribing. No, it didn't want to press that button. So what are we on? 964. So still 36 away, but we're getting really close. We're really close. We hopefully will hit it in the next fortnight. That'd be nice. So DJ Brat, we need Laird to play. Yes, we do. We really do need Laird to play. I'll still have a good score anyway because I got a 63 from Johnson. I'd prefer him to play, but But yeah, I can't handle Laird not playing. Damien Martin on 1841 with Dawson, Dacos, Stewart, Setterfield, Trento, Pedler. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Wow, 6 left and you're on 1841. So yeah, you're on track for a humongous score. So it looks like I might not even be on one track for the highest scores. It looks like people are on track for a lot better than what I am. Joel Bradley might be trying to get rid of the ball. Nah, he's fine. He was on 23 at halftime. Joel was able to save himself and get to an 88, but he got injured in the first quarter as well. Came back on, looked fine. We're holding Zeeble. So, but anyway, thanks everyone for tuning into the stream. We just ticked over the 3-hour mark, but yeah, we'll call it a night there. But appreciate everyone tuning in. It was a good stream besides Petrarca and Walsh going well on me, but what can you do? Street Rat 1927 with Dacos, Taranto, McGrath setters. So yeah, you're on track for 2400 as well. Or 2300, so which is a good score as well. So it looks like big scores this week, but appreciate you guys tuning in for watching. As I said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Bottom right-hand corner. We very much appreciate if we can hit 1,000 as quick as we can. That'd be good. Jackery, Hall or Stewart is the best underpriced defender to bring in. I'd probably say Stewart still. I won't trust Hall even though he went big. Street Rat, cheers, Bell. Thanks, mate. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern for the Twitter space with me and Tim, I guess, for AFL Fantasy Fanatics. So make sure you tune there. We'll recap the round and everything like that. So it should be a good chat. And then obviously the usual content will be going up. Follow the socials in the links to that in the description below. Turn notifications on so you don't miss when we go live on the channel or upload content. So you'll be notified straight away. And yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. So yeah. Catch you guys then. Thanks for tonight. Been a good stream as well, as always. So, perfect. What do we got here? Lucas, good stream. Joel Bradley, thanks for the stream. Mate, love you, Wet. Appreciate the love. Joel, thanks, mate. Street Rat, cheers, Bells. Thanks, everyone, for all the support and everything like that. And, yeah, hopefully the 1,000 subscribers will hit soon. So, I'm out. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Have a good rest of your night.